Check again.
One bit.
Hey,
Okay.
guys.
On it.
Sorry, I should cut this.
Halo. Halo.
I know exactly.
Hai. Halo teman-teman, adik-adik, malam. Sibuk. Skor mana? Nih?
I out bilang.
Apa ya?
You let me swing first. I break the camera.
You just need to prepare. I wanna hold a shot with my mouth.
Ini aja. Biar nggak berisik.
Let's start this party.
Bentar ya.
Okay.
Nice shot.
Rotating down B.
On hookah. Raise hookah in already. Care when you cross. Oh, hookah from me. Better tolong.
Kok kamu mute sih?
Biar nggak berisik. Kasian kamu ntar. Tuh shot. Shot out. One.
Enggak dulu. Kok nggak di YouTube soalnya? Enggak kok di YouTube juga kok. Kok di YouTube sama di sini?
What?
Di YouTube sama di TikTok. Malam. Di DJ tadi udah kalah, bro. Kamu nggak mau nonton monyet?
Ini kalah.
Ih, diem nggak?
Maaf agak keselak tadi ya.
Haters.
Enggak haters.
Makasih ya FJKT 48. Halo Salman. Dewi nggak nonton PRX.
Ntar
Hai.
habis main.
Hai. Hai.
Masa ada yang nanya katanya aku saudaraan sama Cijesli.
Iya. Nggak saudaraan tapi sering main bareng.
Isi live di YouTube.
Aku di YouTube sama di TikTok dua-duanya.
Oke. Tuh Cijesli lagi live juga guys.
Enggak, ini enggak ngejinx kok. Fix ini. Nih mau pakai teori apa nih malam ini? Nanti kalau udah selesai main ke Discord boom ya.
Bukan
Okay.
Sunset PaperX 2-0 loh.
Ajak.
Iya.
Dia win rate 100.
Gila.
What the fuck?
Apalagi watch party sama Bu.
Watch party.
Watch party apa ya ini ya? HyperX lawan?
PaperX lawan KC. KC itu apa ya?
Karmine
Corp.
Iya. Lagi nonton Valorant guys.
Ini kalau PPRX menang hitungannya eliminasi semua wakil Eropa. Oh iya ya,
Oh iya,
iya ya. Jadi Eropa kalah sama PPRX semuanya gitu.
yang ngewakilin Eropa yang masuk sini.
Oh,
Sorry, what?
Halo Yuichiro, aku bocil something.
Bilang dok. Mantap.
Siapa itu Ci? Ini Bu.
iya, hai. Aku Bu.
Cuan.
Bench.
Halo Cira. Dukung Boom bonus dapet si Jaslyn, buset. Tako.
Iya, controller kan agent barunya.
Masa KC yang menang? Jangan
Udah lah,
betting.
PPRX menang.
Gak boleh betting guys, judi dosa. Judi dosa.
Aku mau main Pax kecuali jet, aku harus pakai jet.
Kenapa?
Karena nggak bisa mekanikin jet kayak gitu. Dash gitu.
Saya, aku juga gak bisa lagi.
Susah.
Wait, that's the double keybind.
Padahal katanya jet agent yang gampang tau.
Ya kali ya. Aku nggak bisa.
Aku nggak bisa, aku
Takut.
juga nggak bisa.
Yang tengah namanya Yanto Kocul guys.
Emang iya, emang ada Yanto. Kamu nonton yang Indo ya?
Nonton yang Indo.
Tolong kondisikan Jijas jangan sampai pakai jersey PRX. Betting, coba kalau ada Suzy bisa disettingin tuh betting, tapi gue nggak ngerti cara settingnya. Ini kalau PRX kalah dia pulang ya?
Iya,
Ya,
harusnya ya.
pulang guys.
Tuh, they set up B.
Halo Gary, halo Leon. PPRX ya. Halo Nara. Lower kan nyanyi sayonara ntar bujet. Menang lah guys, menang.
Let's go PPRX. Kalau PPRX menang jadinya 2 Amerika, 2 APAC. Oh gitu ya, berarti bagus
Iya
dong.
kan masih ada Genji kan? Genji
Iya,
belum
masih.
pulang.
Genji udah udah masuk
Iya,
kalau nggak salah.
belum pulang kan maksudnya. Berarti 2 APAC, 2 Amerika.
Amerika, iya.
Amerika.
Monyet, emang iya sih monyet dibully? Enggak sih, cuman kayak orang-orang tuh.
Tapi kan kemarin dibuktiin kan, monyet bagus kok.
Monyet bagus kok guys.
Omennya.
Tolong ya, dia hanya anak kecil. Lihat X-nya Jing, ada apa?
Oh yang erase ya.
Apa sih dia?
Si Mind Freak jadi erase.
Oh emang iya.
Jadi
Baru cutting.
Senyum-senyum aja, iyalah. Masa cemberut sampai sahur, nggak tahu nih. Bu, kamu kemarin main sampai jam berapa?
kemarin aku main lagi tahu.
Sama siapa?
Off stream sama si Sin. Dia lagi joki kan. Yaudah aku ikut lah. Lumayan menang.
Mantap. Hit 80.
Makasih Za. Ngasih Ajes.
Two garden us.
Apa lawan apa nih? Paper X lawan Karmine Corp,
Karmine
guys.
Corp.
Si Coach Alex masih senyum-senyum. Masih full senyum.
Masih full senyum, belum gebuk-gebuk meja.
Scream gak main ya? Hah? Emang Scream masih main? Scream bukannya
Emang Scream di tim apa?
udah gak main deh si
Gak tahu,
Scream.
aku juga gak tahu. Streamer rajin, gue sehari stream 3 kali. Kakak baik-baik aja.
Widih.
Gak tahu, ntar gue tanyain ya. Bangunin sahur, iya.
Oh, prediksi salah di last knock kalian bakal main di split. Bahkan splitnya GG ya di ban
Apa?
pasti. Splitnya si Paper X.
Soket.
Paper X di semua map GG.
Ih,
Oh, in Paper X ya aku.
wih,
Cuman
ganteng tuh yang
takutnya-
Thomas.
Cam Shows.
Mana sih? Yang mana? Yang
Tuh
itu
yang
tahu
kiri.
yang kedua tahu.
Yang mana sih?
Yang
Guys, kita orang-orang ganteng guys, yang mana ganteng?
yang itu yang Karmine Corp yang
Yang mana?
kan ada yang depan, terus sebelahnya. Itu tuh
Yang
tuh
sebelah
tuh,
kiri
tuh,
kan?
tuh. Iya,
Yang kanan kedua kan?
kanan kedua iya ya, kanan kedua. Real.
Oh, saya banget nge-Mas Poster. Iya, Scream mah udah lama banget tau gak main.
Udah gak pernah lihat juga.
Dia udah gak pernah lihat.
Makasih 2006, makasih Nay. Paper X main ya. Kenapa tadi EDG versus Loud nggak live? Tadi tuh gue ngantuk banget sebenarnya. Tadi tuh
Tiduran ya, Ci?
tadi tuh aku nggak mau watch party, weh, soalnya kayak ngantuk banget. Abis itu aku nontonin stream kamu, terus aku jadi kayak watch party deh.
Nanti malam itu dong. Nanti malam apa?
Apa?
Main dong.
Nanti malam kapan nih?
Sekarang.
Sekarang abis ini?
Abis ini iya.
Ah, nggak tahu ya.
Nggak bisa tidur ya? Apa ngantuk lagi nanti?
Think just
Harusnya sih
smoke here a
ngantuk sih.
Sih belum tidur ya?
Play shot.
Baru siang
Udah.
gitu.
Aku tuh tidur jam berapa tuh tadi? Udah lumayan kok. Aku bangun jam 4.
Mm-mm.
Habis itu live. Habis itu aku belum tidur lagi.
Halo El. Nonton yang bahasa Indo gitu di mana? Di Twitch.
No, just smoke here.
Di Twitch.
Kurang jelas. Oh iya, suara kecil ya.
Terus terima kasih sama EDG sih jadi nggak malam. Iya. Tadi gila.
Nggak
Kayak
apa-apa.
bantai Ci, gila EDG.
Iya, sumpah dibantai ya.
Itu kayak kryptonite-nya si EDG gitu loh, silat itu. Kayak apa aja salah gitu.
Kangkang masih ngantuk gitu.
Iya, Kangkang pipinya merah.
Iya weh. Kenapa ya?
Hai Ronaldo.
Kangkang tuh selalu pipinya merah tau.
Kayak anak kecil habis ini.
Iya. Ini bocil banget
So here's the
weh.
thing, right? I do disagree with one part. I was
Malam
not very surprised
Rapip.
because
Makasih
Belum
lah.
2-0.
I like the intention,
Belum
of doing
2-0.
something different. To me, the Reina was very lackluster. Like I did not understand the final point onto why you would choose Reina above something else.
But you did. That was a something.
Sorry.
That was dreadful.
Katanya Kangkang pakai blush on.
But the thing is,
Iya.
don't
Tapi nggak tahu merahnya kayak
until something has
kayak aneh gitu, bukannya di pipi tapi sampai bawah gitu loh. Seluruh
Tapi
pipi.
dimulai dari pipi, jadi kayak dia blushing
Kayak
gitu.
blush on.
something is playing like
Paper
it was
kalah
last
belum,
night,
pasti baru mau
it is
mulai
a
Paper.
dangerous pick for Casey to go
Valorant
ahead
kah?
against.
Iya,
Things for this team to
Valorant.
watch out
Halo
for is
Caca.
how aggressive Paper X is with these
Thank you
fast
for
side hits. If you're playing on the side, if you're
me,
playing
TikTok.
on side A, you
TikTok
have to
aku
get
tuh
ready
kalau
for
outnya
me,
di
when you're looking
HP.
at Casey, this is gonna
Jadi
be
aku
about
nggak bisa
taking
buka
each
akun
round, making
TikTok
control,
aku, tapi
showers
buat
and
live
long, and
bisa.
then off-site to be able to flood retake.
Kenapa ya
Shower
dia?
control
Karena di
that in
TikTok
the
studionya
previous
nggak ke
match,
lockout.
Paper X off
Oh,
alone. They were
segitu
not
ya?
able to regain that space, and I think that this composition
Malah
may
TH
have a lot of
ditauntin banget sama
Harus
si Paper
in
itu.
specifically
Tapi
Gary.
TH dulu, TH dulu kan yang tauntin kan Ci.
those holes
TH
Iya,
dulu
iyalah,
kan,
iya.
yang push itu kan.
Nggak jelas
Iya.
marah-marah.
Paper X individuals,
Pertama kali gue
but
liat
the
ternyata
two
dipakai di
youngsters, Darren
VCT.
and Martin,
Iya kan something.
Nggak main
Something
foul.
udah main Reina dari yang tahun lalu juga dia udah pakai Reina tahu.
Iya.
Iya.
Paper X, there's no doubt
Di Bayern dia
Casey
selalu
would be a
pakai
player in the playoffs.
ini. So itu si something pakai bridge di ban kurang. Lebih gigaan faktornya.
Iya, aku pernah lihat tuh sih pakai itu.
Stream bareng si Jesslyn. Jing kenapa nggak main karena dia militer. Iya,
Jawaban
itu
Ryan
dia
gimana?
mau stream
Aman live di
juga kan.
TikTok aman? Kan mereka yang minta live di TikTok.
Jadi kalau ada stream gitu nge-lag gak?
Enggak. Kamu?
Aku kan di live studio TikTok kan. Sama sekali nggak berat sih.
Iya, emang.
Kalau di OBS kayaknya berat deh di OBS.
OBS berat.
Bisa sampai 50 FPS gitu kurang.
Makasih
Iya,
Salwa.
Seemingly aware of the possibility.
And also Martin not afraid to particularly
Pilih mana? Paperex dong.
Paperex dong.
card removed
Apakah
from the
itu sebuah
natural start, but
pertanyaan?
again, this to me
Katanya
is
si
just
Nara-
purely, I have to wait and
narrate-
see what we see
Nara
from
jago.
these two teams, which
Coba
sounds
kita lihat,
silly,
ada
right? It all
jago.
sounds like obviously
Oh
Itu
iya
dari
jago
sisi
jago.
Aceh.
Jago
because there's
jago.
been such disparity in the way they've looked leading up to this point.
Monyet
also taking
main
into account yesterday's
race. Oh my
performance, right?
god.
Oh my god.
If you can carry
Let's go
that momentum
Paperex.
across
Go.
today.
Duh, siapa
I
aku
mean, then you
Paperex
summon the
Baldev.
Paperex of old, right? Or the one that strikes fear into
Iya,
every
iya.
team's heart.
Pilih
Iya,
Paperex
iya.
atau
They
Sen?
are hard
Aku
to handle,
Paperex.
And it looks like Shin's gonna be the one to have to try and deal with it. Gonna try and depend a little on Magnum too, but he's
Oh,
been already
Bain
forced
picknya
away. Pressure on
Paperex
the
loh.
side, and it's
Oh,
Monye
wih, Monyet
there.
mantap juga.
Shin's gone down. The site is somewhat on the PRX's hands. Can they confirm it though? Can they get that plant down with any threat? Looks good so far, focusing
ada
mostly
dua.
towards elbow to gain that control. Plants in times on their side, but there is presence on long here.
Actually, the flank comes through, two towards long, one still outside Martin here, outside Hookah, and actually Mindfree going walkabouts here.
Gue
Gonna be
terawang
punished
si
for that.
KC. Nggak boleh
Giving up a
gitu.
lot of
Nggak
space here.
boleh.
Paperex can't really find him. He's already on the
Oh.
defuse.
Orang
Yeah, they need to get a
Pengen
challenge on
banget.
that, and they do. Forsaken knows what he's up
Sabun
against,
amat.
trying to do
Oh,
the
enggak
damage.
deh.
And Monye is
Baru
firing off
baru
today.
mau
That's what
bilang
we've seen
monyet
as well.
sabun amat.
Magnum, the last one alive, trying to play it back in from CT,
Bisa,
but they didn't
bisa.
achieve half on the defuse earlier. A tap on the spike will confirm he's no longer on it. Something with that
Oh,
wide
nice.
around. Paperex, good
Halo.
beginning here.
Magnum.
Pokemon.
Jadi pengen es krim
Comfortable here.
Magnum.
Really, with this flank coming through the TP, I think maybe Karmine are thinking there's potentially three bodies.
Tadi mau nonton
I
malah
mean,
off,
with a
sekarang
lack of
tak
information,
ketinggalan
Magnum
aku,
taking
mantap.
such a deep position. There's some
Parah
real
banget,
questions
mentang-mentang gue
about
dukung
exactly what's going on
PRX
outside.
bilangnya KC win.
And
Tidak ada yang berpihak pada gue.
is Monye.
Halo,
Now, we've seen
Moka.
his performance not quite to the highest echelons yet. He's had some very good games when activated, but I mean, we all noted
Tahu
Benji
dukung
Fishy calling him
Paperex?
out.
Iya dong.
And then what
Oh
happened,
iya,
but
settingnya
regardless,
delay.
good to see him off
Oh
to
iya.
a very strong
Aku
start. And
aku setting
Yeah,
delay,
Karmine.
cara nggak delay
Read it
ini
well.
gimana ya?
Dealing
Kamu,
with Magnum,
aku juga di TikTok
Martin,
nggak delay
very
ah.
beginning here.
Aku settingnya delay tadi soalnya lagi main.
Going through the motions.
Oh bisa
Already
diganti.
done a great deal of
Bisa.
damage, don't need to
Cara gantinya gimana emang bisa ya?
Aku
Bisa
nggak pernah
ganti.
ganti. Nggak pernah aku delay. Aku ke delay lagi guys.
Something
Something pakai Reina tajam. Iya. Kamu tadi ganti delaynya gimana?
Does actually give it up here in the rate. Could be played in
Sebelum
on the
streaming, kalau lagi streaming emang bisa ya?
Aku
opportunity
nggak pernah
to
ganti
maybe
delay
apply some
soalnya.
pressure.
Paling kamu kalau mau ganti lagi kayak tadi, kamu
Been
gantinya
a long way
gimana?
around, though. Paperex will get a
Harus
clean
off
plant.
stream dong.
Off stream bentar kalau
Berarti-
mau, kalau nggak usah. Ganti. Halo Opet, halo Moka. Makasih Katnil. Makasih
Aku
boy.
di-stream kah?
Kalau mau restream stream aja.
Ini aku di stream ya guys.
Silakan.
Just
Just mau bilangin ke Isaac jawab PC gue. Lah, kenapa gue yang bilangin? Isaac siapa weh? Si kenal tuh gue.
Bulldog still in play as well. Couple of
Halo.
bits and pieces. Going to really bolster that going into the bonus. And for Paperex, this is a good start. Cool, calm, collected. No threats
Habis
found here.
restream,
I'm gonna
habis
give it up to
restream
Spike.
follow nggak tahu deh. Kalau ganteng, kalau
Sure,
capek.
none of those
Tergantung
ults
ya.
have been farmed on them.
Double stream iya.
Across all this
Double
weaponry as
stream
well, so
mayut.
round 3 very interesting for Paperex. Only really marking the
Suaranya
progress
kok
towards the
mantul?
ultimate.
Maksudnya? Suara mantul tuh kayak
Whether or not they're going to take a
gimana?
proactive approach here to the defense, take the fight to Paperex.
Halo, week walk. Absen.
That's
Iya
all,
Dean,
yeah.
kamu
Yeah.
absenin teman-teman kamu
As
ya.
soon as you say it, it's like, whoa.
Itu absen tuh kayak gimana sih? Aku nggak ngerti.
Absen tuh kayak kamu bacain nama-nama yang nonton, misalnya kayak iya ada Tom, ada Opet, ada Bagja,
Semuanya.
Enggak, ya kalau bisa semuanya. Itu kayak Windah gitu. Kamu suka nonton Windah nggak?
Suka tapi udah nggak dari awal. Kayak udah stream gitu.
Dia biasanya kalau awal stream gitu tuh suka absen gitu. Kayak yang Opet dia sebut namanya.
Sebut oh.
Gets the
Gitu.
upgrade, sits back towards showers, job done. Those two will need to be saving here. There's no two questions about it.
Monyet panas nih. Menang ini dong, menang. Bonus.
Ini bonus. Oh iya.
Two left, obviously Shin and Martin going to give this one up.
Hello?
Loh,
A little bit of a
Kenapa?
itu si Davai nembak-nembak something, kaget kirain musuh, lucu banget weh.
Si Daves nyusun.
Iya.
that
Dia
was a nice
dia
production.
sekolah walk
We can see
awik walk.
Iya, Peprex ngamuk weh.
Gak mau kalah itu. Gak mau pulang. Pakai mic eksternal nggak? Iya pakai. Kenapa ya? Suaranya double. Makasih. Hoi, hai. Starter pack YouTuber absen.
Because there was such high hopes for this team coming out of kickoff.
Kok nggak 60 FPS? Soalnya ganti settingan buat IDN
again,
guys.
the pace is unrelenting. Look at this, Monnier and something instantly dominating the space, and it's going to force them to respect this. I would say Magnum is a little behind enemy lines, but can he make anything of it?
Ih, kenapa nggak ada yang
with only a sheriff in hand yet.
TikToknya ini nggak sih?
All land.
Apa TikToknya?
TikToknya diskon? Oh enggak. Katanya suaraku double gitu. Terus harus gimana kalau suara double?
Oh di
Apa sih kenapa double?
di live
Oh,
studio
Brunuk
biasa
Ace,
gitu.
Brunuk Ace.
Oh, demi apa sih?
Monyet Ace ya?
Monyet Ace. Mama
Oh my
lu yang
God.
ngehujat
Any
monyet
questions you
tuh.
had, Lauren? The opening 5
Gila,
rounds
monyet
here.
panas. Tuh dikasih tahu guys, monyet.
Karmine Corp would argue that MEA counterpart setting them up for failure today, stoking the fire of Paper X.
Ente banget.
Gila monyet.
And you're absolutely right, isn't it?
Makasih
You're
ya
obviously
Nova.
thinking about
GG monyet langsung panas.
They just play it down a little bit,
Iya,
yeah.
panas.
Ih, lucu banget sih. Bocil.
How dare you
Kan
give it,
bilang monyet
you know?
jago.
Neil's at
Jago
hate
kok.
club has just
Guys.
grown exponentially.
Pilih
Oh, God bless him.
4
Let's see.
45.
I think it's Martin there on the other side. Yep.
45.
Apanya 45 ya?
Itu disuruh pilih angka 150.
Monyet umur berapa sih? Nggak tahu, Bi. Monyet
Dia
umur berapa sih?
18 kan?
Nggak tahu, aku bukan
Dia belum
bapaknya.
lulus
Lah,
SMA
kamu
tau.
bestinya. Iya, dia
Bestinya
dia belum
lulus
dia belum
SMA.
lulus SMA. Ya berarti 18.
Dia 18.
17 tahun.
Tapi dia sekolahnya gimana ya?
That's the
Online
definition
gitu?
of thriving in the
Online
chaos.
ya.
Kayak sih
Create it
online.
and benefit from it. A few other teams have.
Main free.
Slow down here at least by the poison.
Minus berapa? Minus 6
Snakebite
ini.
to follow up. Monya chomping at the bit. Taking a very
Dia kan di
aggressive
Bali.
angle here.
Iya.
Dia
Bukannya sekolah online tuh pas COVID doang ya? Sekarang harusnya
iya.
udah
Masalah
offline.
dia nggak harusnya nggak bisa online tahu. Cuma kayak di online buat dia deh.
Banyak
nggak apa-apa
banget
gitu.
ya.
Gila,
Gila, monyet.
Duet Indonesia.
Iya weh, jago banget nih orang.
Terus si Davai lagi moodnya bagus tahu, kayak tadi kan ngejuk-ngejuk itu kan tadi. Ngejukin. Kemarin waktu kalah dia sama sekali nggak senyum tahu. Davai.
Iyalah, tegang pasti.
Si paling membaca ini loh. Membaca
Iya,
gerak-gerik.
kemarin Davai nggak senyum kan.
Kalau nggak pakai kacamata blur banget, iya aku nggak bisa lihat apa-apa. Lagi
Ci,
live
minus berapa sih, Ci?
Aku minus 6.
Maybe
Oh iya,
come up with a way
dua-duanya.
to
Iya.
really try and control the early
Aku
round
minus
here, 'cause Paper X
3 aja
one of
udah
the worst things
gimana.
you do is
Blur
give them
banget
freedom.
kan.
Give them
Terus dia
space
kalau
to,
misalkan
you
makeup
know,
harus
do what
pakai
Monya's
offline dong.
doing
Kalau
here.
Iya.
pakai offline gitu ya.
Really
Kalau nggak kan nggak
aggro
kelihatan kan.
pathing these
Pasti.
Get
Parah.
up in the faces.
Tuh,
and bring the
Live
fight
sama
to you.
Bu.
It's very hard to sit back and play
Sama Bu
retake
berdua doang.
versus a team like
Emang
Paper
iya
Rex.
monyet
So you always convert this space
homeschooling.
into a kill, maybe
Ntar
two.
ditanya tuh.
Gak tau gak dekat.
Other than fight fire with fire.
Yeah, it is that choice, isn't it? Okay, we can sit super deep, play full
Si
retake.
pakar
Kak,
X
coba
Games.
mewing dong
You give
sambil
them
emot
backside, they go
Apaan sih
spawn,
itu
they go
maksudnya?
deeper and deeper.
mewing.
So take space
Ini wing.
elsewhere, try and hold some part of it, but it's easier said than done. Teams with, you know, even
Halo,
bigger
Ferran.
experience of struggle in
BTC
this
mah udah
case.
banget lah.
A lot of people, and we'll talk bigger
Banget
picture,
sih,
Mike,
thank
this
you
time out. A lot
Rims.
of people
Love
look loud
sama
and go,
Ci
okay, are they in
Jesslyn
championship
sama
form?
Shiro.
You know, and how do they fare in this? You
Mantap.
can't turn that gaze
Apakah
away
aku
from
ketinggalan?
Paper
Enggak
Rex
kok, ini
either,
baru
because they're
mulai
the ones
Ardi.
who've got to, you know, champs finals.
Sahur
They've-
masih
they're
live
one
nggak?
of the
Nggak tahu ya.
old gods
Lihat
at this
nanti.
tournament. They've still held on.
Thank
Yes,
you for
there's been some roster changes. That's not a surprise. But still, they have that potential, and it scares me because round by round and kill by kill, I feel like we're getting closer
Puasa
to what
enggak?
makes them
Enggak.
almost
Selamat malam
untouchable.
adik-adik. Halo
Oh my God,
Yogi.
certainly not touching it right now.
Yeah. One yet leading the charge, 10
Nih,
and 2.
prediksi skor B.
Looking fired up once again today.
2-0.
Prediksi map ini
Coming
berapa?
online here for Karmine Corp.
Nggak tahu.
Team
Nggak
still
tahu.
sitting on his, but
13.
away from the Seekers.
13-0.
Corner as well,
Amin.
potentially.
13-3.
13-3.
Love sama Ci Jesslyn.
Nggak main tadinya tuh aku bingung kayak mau main apa mau watch party ya. Cuman
Paper Rex
3
3 kayaknya.
Ini Paper Rex main ya.
Cancelled out himself here. Pace change.
13-0, let's go.
Paper Rex.
Gue percaya sama
Side two,
Paper
we've
Rex.
seen them hammering that A side, a little bit of the stack was in play. Nice from Shin.
Apakah skip nonton EDJ adalah kesalahan? Enggak.
Teeth marks left in
Gak
the
apa-apa kok.
corpse.
Tadi gue ngantuk, Suzy.
Down to 4 apiece. A little bit of a pause here.
24-22 buset.
Trying to identify
Main
where
freak udah nggak pakai,
some
udah
of the
ganti
gotta have a
pisau
go.
katanya biar nggak QQ lagi pakai Kuronami.
What was that?
Konami bau ya?
Kuronami kan kayak distracting gitu loh.
Here in this
Oh,
anti-eco. Left one posted up
Laut
here.
lawan
Mindfreak
EDJ menang.
police these weapons. I mean, it's
Laut
operating
tadi.
zone. You know KC are going to want it. Narrate the first to
Allergy.
identify Mindfreak's position. Yeah, KC now
They're running.
This is
thinking better of it.
Halo,
I mean,
full
the guy's the
picture.
Iceman. You know what I mean? You don't mess with that kid. He's just wild. But at this point, you're looking for silver linings and small bonuses. And Magnum has
lu
connected towards
sebel, woy.
Dubai, but actually going for the Seekers too. They're really committing on this one.
Ay.
Flash's turn. Something's gone.
Woy, lu
A
sebel,
little bit of a
woy.
heal here, so Ult's gonna come
Yeah,
in, but they're
mati
gonna
dong.
run the whole
Somethingnya
time.
low
Keep
loh.
your mind towards
Iya,
Monye as
mati
well.
dong.
Still in the case,
Oh,
still in
masih
the
ada
mix.
monyet,
He
masih
has
ada
been a
monyet.
monster so far.
Tidak.
Woi, yang bener aja kok jadi kalah?
Magnum finds
Tadi
a
gara-gara
basic
gue
shot.
bilang 13-0 nih.
Looking towards showers.
Padahal dia udah nggak tahu loh.
Iya makanya.
They get away with daylight.
Ya.
Thrifty, kena thrifty guys. Halo Ega.
Kakak ceweknya Jaser bukan.
Hey, they need
Itu mah.
Baran aku itu.
Iya itu si Pici.
Itu si Pici.
Mau-maunya di bait main freak.
Mati full commits.
trying.
Gara-gara ditonton lu, wah ya bener nih.
Maybe the position wasn't relayed, but it's looking towards bench
Kata
and
gua
showers
mah.
here.
Ini kalau
Luckily,
Peprex
the
kalah
second
gue nggak mau
teammate
nonton
to
lagi
pick
deh,
up the slack.
udahan.
Right, gonna get aggressive here.
Udah biasa lihat Peprex kena thrifty. Waduh,
Dia
jangan
makan lama tahu.
jangan
You said
ini
it
dulu.
before, fight
Harus
fire with
activated.
fire, and they
Kamu
are.
tadi beli ini
Monye
bukan sih?
ablaze, they
Kamu
can
beli
carry on
makan?
14 will in the
Nggak ayam
challenge.
Iya.
Getting down and dirty.
Belum habis.
Quell
Ya
some of that
ampun.
aggression.
Aku lama banget.
Away, Martin, but still they have the
Bruno
man
kenapa
advantage.
Bruno?
Masih ada
Orang
Saweria
liat res
ada.
ulti
Ada.
pasti cabut.
Fast
Dia
back
res
coming
ulti
through
dipantek
as well. You can
dulu.
see already progress outside of hookup. Paperwork's got to be conscious of that now.
Clearing with both of them. That was fortunate not to
traktir,
be a
ada.
collab at that point. Very nearby. Narrate needs to be careful because they've already slipped a little ahead.
Tapi belum
He might have
disetting
heard
deh.
Forsaken and he
Ngasih
definitely knows
link-link
someone's
gitu
close
di
by,
TikTok
so
ntar aja deh.
trying to
Forsaken
evade
did-
it.
Nice.
What?
What?
He just stepped out of the cove.
Tidak kayak yang punya si Jason. Match party sama siapa sama Bu.
Look, you can try and play
Yaudah.
to their own
Gua
game, but they
fans
damn
gua
good
fans
for
Casey
themselves.
dari lahir. Gua ganti
There was some
haluan. Gua
audacious
dukung
moments in
Casey.
that.
I mean, it's one of those moments when Narrate's probably thinking, yeah, it'd be crazy if this guy just
There's no
walks
way.
out
Why
on his
would
own
TikTok
smoke
masih
or
aman,
cove or
masih.
whatever it
Halo
is.
Saga.
Something able to get a, I guess,
Thomas
a benefit of timing
Kilnau.
here.
Oh, si yang ganteng itu.
Unable to get
Itu yang ganteng ya?
traded.
Iya,
Kayaknya
yang
deh,
ganteng.
namanya Thomas. Emang dunia ini
Hai, Kak, sehat
adil
selalu.
ya.
Makasih,
You hear the audio
Konfi.
cue.
Kamu juga.
That's what it sings.
Emang dunia ini adil.
Dunia ini
As
adil.
time
Gue dukung Casey supaya PRX menang. Aduh, something stop beli op, please.
Again, this is welcome to deathmatch.
Yeah.
Welcome. This is now just.
This is the sort of thing that you want to see from K. You don't want to see them lose an opening duel and then back up and look
Bajir,
to absorb a
Arden.
site here. That's just
Thank
not
you,
going to work
Arden.
versus PaperX. They're allowed to execute onto you. I mean, Mindfreak's going to find himself a wide open A site here.
Itu suara
Penny,
tiga
the penny
sih.
has dropped.
Ci, inget aku guys, suka kasih tantangan, jangan ngomong kasar kan tantangannya gagal terus.
Tomazi's posted up, almost
Ini Casey yang ngalahin Fnatic. Emang iya? Gue gak tau deh.
PaperX at another situation where it's just they're not willing to show any
Umur
respect.
berapa? Umur 23.
Molly here, orbital strike, showstopper,
Itu
plenty.
bukan kopi, ini teh. Gue gak suka minum kopi.
Post-pump possibilities
Gak suka minum
here.
kopi, pahit.
How quick is
Apalagi yang namanya kopi idol. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean he dropped the smoke, he's back on it now.
Enak kopi
He's gonna look to
susu.
orbital strike just for the dog.
Gak ada yang enak, gak demen kopi. Gak suka kopi aku. Buset dah, ini si Jason udah kayak nyelenong mulu, udah kayak yang punya.
Dari aku tuh Shopee aku.
Karmine Corp are trying. They are trying to play this scrappy game, and it just isn't working for them.
Fortunately here now, I have a lot of scoreboard pressure from this first half.
Namanya webcam WB 500.
We've seen too much of a switch up here.
Aku kira kamu pakai webcam ini, apa Logitech yang kayak biasa.
Enggak, ini tuh kameranya murah banget tau, cuma 240.
Kayak kualitinya mirip kamera aku, Bezir.
Oh gitu kan mahal kan? Cuma kayak aku lihat mirip-mirip gitu, jadi aku kayak nggak lah.
Iya sumpah,
Bagus nonton di mana? Nonton di Twitch.
Coba waktu lawan IDJ kayak gini mainnya. Enggak, ya emang IDJ-nya jago sih bre waktu itu. IDJ-nya waktu itu lagi dapet nembaknya. Tadi tuh Kakang tidur. Nyenyak.
Namanya ini ya, bentar.
Now they're almost faking that they've rotated, creating all this pressure, dumping all this util, but all it is a switch up towards B long. But
malam sih ceria banget sih, iya gue udah bahagia soalnya. Aceh gampang dibait. Hai, Hanjiji.
Apakah Jesslyn B aku Miss Forties?
Hanjiji gimana sih? Katanya mau ngeliat gua lu. Bu ini pacar Takel atau Jadon? Takel. Yang pacarnya Jason sadar diri.
Astaghfirullah, Ami. Kuaci sini, Kuaci.
Ada Kuaci.
Iya, Kuaci join. Kuaci sini.
Kuaci.
Dia cebum.
Discord Kuaci. Gua belum Hanjiji.
Ngantuk katanya. Oh ya si Kuaci kan jam segini tidur ya?
Iya, jam segini sahur dia, terus tidur sampai siang.
Oh iya. Kamu jam segini?
Iya, dia soalnya nggak bisa begadang. Discord sama si Kuaci sibuk. Gue lagi live TikTok.
Ya, si D ngantuk.
Kata gue jangan nonton biar PRX menang. Ya udah gue tutup mata.
Tutup mata.
Ci nggak pesen mie shue. Nah, nanti add lagi aja Niji. Kemarin udah gue decline-declinein beberapa. Oh enggak, gue aja yang add apa ya? Iya ya, Kuaci hidupnya sehat ya, nggak kayak kita.
Iya, Kuaci aku pengen deh kayak Kuaci.
Bu, kamu nge-gym tapi begadang, emang pas nge-gym nggak pusing apa?
Dipaksa-paksain. Dulu aku pernah kan bangun pagi tuh ya, kayak cuma bertahan 3 mingguan.
Sama banget lagi.
Kayak gitu jadwalnya, pokoknya muter kan. Itu kalau lagi bangun pagi.
Sumpah sama banget.
Semoga Naret cosplay Kangka.
Welcome.
This is all on the back
Apa
of
tuh
just
namanya tuh?
one wall coming through. but
Iya
Blitz
semoga
Screen
kakak yang tadi ya. Iya kalau kakak yang tadi ya.
There we go. This
Ijel!
is- They've got to make it work with very little.
Absen,
Martin's got
Punya
a
apa,
good three,
Ijel?
wants one, lets him cross. This is huge. The discipline is here, but can he drop
Halo,
the bodies?
Dida.
He can, that's two. A third
Dadah,
lead,
Yoga.
he's not gonna get
Sampai
it.
sahur
They still have a
nggak
chance
tahu.
here, Paper X. They're up against pistols.
Woi, woi,
What is
woi.
going on? Something just flew in. Narrator,
Waduh.
Wow.
Ente
what the
dah.
hell just happened?
Kenapa mereka kena thrifty terus ya?
Mastercard 50s you'll ever see.
Menangnya kena thrifty terus
Iya.
ya si
Something
Kace.
seemingly
Iya.
thinking he has double the range with a shorty.
Kata gue nggak usah beli.
Very
Kan
bizarre.
nggak ngaruh
Just
ya.
after crediting them, this is
Tadi
a
nge-troll aja itu.
total misread of the situation. KC
Bukan
finally
barusan
able to
iya,
actually win
semoga
out
ya.
in one of those scenarios. that I'm saying wasn't really
Thank
suiting
you
them up
Dra,
until
thank
now.
you Nova. Cici sehat, sehat. Halo Bitter Boba. Thrifty 2 kali gila. Tapi 2 round itu mereka dapat cuma dari thrifty doang.
Iya betul.
Hobi PRX nggak ngecek corner.
And now we're in a bit of a
Kayak
state
gua
Pakai
aja.
earphone
things
HyperX.
are a little bit up in the air. Are they going for those double fakes
Halo,
again?
Hebat,
Muhammad
just gonna be,
Farizal
pausing off second,
Akbar.
a little bit of space? What are they up
Yes.
to?
Oh my
Some
god.
question marks. This is going to put Magnum
Mati
through
kena
the ringer.
secel
And already
kocak.
Norite going to find something, so that's his opposing number basically removed, but the bulk of the hit is coming this way.
Ya KC mending pistol round terus, nggak usah
Didn't
beli.
actually catch the stub there.
Tuh. No.
The pick coming out in response.
Sederhana tapi Alex marah nggak cek
Drew up
corner.
this early on. As he did actually take some
Kocak.
damage there
Halo,
among that exchange.
Broken Rain. Ini match kapan? Ini lagi main. Match sekarang lah.
Do you have a third member here? Narrate has come across with the operator just to hold elbow, yeah.
Kalau PaperX
Kita
menang suka
tahu,
blunder. Namanya juga lagi
Shit.
menang.
He's going to take too much damage here and actually
Ciao,
rewarded.
thank you for the
Maxi
rose.
still trying to keep his head down. True.
Tennis is in here.
A little bit of spam, a little bit of a shot going astray is going to at least drop the pit
Aku
for them.
live.
That's a plant now. Mind
Live
freaking
YouTube
divide.
juga.
Oh, going to be
Betting
investing from
pegang mana?
Martin.
Mana gue
He's
betting.
going to try and lead the way. Can he spot these players
Cuma
out? Did
nggak-
he see Mind
nggak
Freak
judi,
slip towards
guys.
elbow? That's the question, because he can try and divide and conquer. The flash is sent, they know it. This is good from Karmine
Oh,
Corp.
tidak.
Yes! Ult upon ult, they are
Oh
investing
shit, apakah gue
everything.
ngejinx?
Now divide in a 1v3.
Jadi katanya mau nonton IDG. Pas IDG main, gue ngantuk.
That's about it. And
Nggak
yeah, that's
jadi.
clean from Narrate there. That's fine.
Ahmad
They'll be happy with that.
Megalodon.
And they
Halo.
give themselves a window to work with Mike. It's
Halo
not much, but it's there.
Christies.
Like I said, you come out of this with an 8-4.
Ntar
Feels
puasa
like a bit of a
enggak?
miracle
Enggak
with how
weh.
this half kicked off.
Yeah.
KC with a course correction towards the end of this first half. I mean, look at the timeline here.
Katanya togel, kan kagak.
Very, very quick response here.
Kan gue cuman bercanda
From
mah.
PaperX to apply this pressure towards Uka, but it's the Viper's bit that really slows them down. Forces PaperX to reconsider their approach.
Gila,
And a crucial 4K.
bahaya nih
from the
guys. Kalma, kalma.
Superstars
Masih
overall
ada,
so far
masih.
here in Madrid.
Si Justin
for
live
KC.
di TikTok sama di YouTube.
Iya.
Standout player. Huge potential.
Tadi lu nangis kan liat pembantaian. Dah, Yoga lu tidur aja kata gua mah. Katanya tadi mau tidur.
Towards A.
Udah tidur aja, tidur sana.
Apex maybe waiting for that burst here. Yep, there it is. Something they depended on before. Going back to it again. Brutal.
Iya, aturan kalau ada judi Kingdom Point ya bener juga. Daripada dibuat beli reward, mending buat judi
He's not going to be
kalau.
alone. Narrate's trying to close the gap a little here. Might deny Forsaken, he does.
Yeah.
Good work. Boombot to follow, but there is a squad of 3 staring him down. The Cove is keeping them safe. Another satchel, another denial. Rotations are coming in. This is great
It's
work.
textbook.
This is really good from Narrate. Again, from that capability before to this, but the rotation, Mike, they're taking the TP. They've got a free sight.
Yeah, something's looking for the backstab. Molly will go down. That will cut off any sort of pressure coming back through.
Rungkat live TikTok gue belum
Squad.
dibenerin.
Does he consider the possibility?
He's got
Ntar ya aku ke toilet ya.
Iya,
Dulu.
19.
He's so
Jam
Biar deh,
conscious
guys.
of taking that TP.
Oh, fight on CT though. Not going to be able to get the full
Coba
options there.
lapor
That
dulu
is
ke-
control from Divide. Delivers bullet after bullet perfectly. And now the problems for the final 2, trying to play it back towards the site. Martin looking to try and take control with that operator. Look through, see if he can spot someone out. But again, they're playing deep. They're going to make him work for it. Spots something over towards Long. Spots Divide. They've seen both of the players. Can they close down on them though? They're not going. Oh, they do swing ahead. I mean, it's Paper X, and apparently Narrate can see you just fine. Karmine Corp just about back in this, Mike.
Something unfortunately locked out of sight here with an SMG. No real
TikTok
possibility
rungkat auto
to get
pindah.
much done, but a
Gak
beautiful
tau
recovery. Hate to say
TikTok
that
tuh
at
nggak
a
bisa,
8-4 scoreline,
maksudnya
but a
kayak
recovery
nggak tahu
nonetheless
kenapa
for Karmine Corp.
kalau ya di kalau gua restream tuh dia violation community guideline, tapi yang lain bisa.
In the second half, apply that same sort of aggression once again, Lauren.
Can they keep it up? Can they keep that tempo up? Karmine Corp scraping together those 4 critical rounds. Is it going to be enough?
Ini rada kocak sih, soalnya jadi itu gua disuruhnya watch party-nya di TikTok sama sama orang wanap follow, tapi gua nggak bisa live di TikTok, jadi gua bingung.
Yeah, to me these first 2 rounds were about Casey figuring out how these site hits work with this harbor wall pathing one way and Manette having a lot of different variants on how he paths into this site. They were really punishing Casey early on. A big mistake to make is wanting to play back site to be able to flood back in against a team like this so you can fight them while they're execing. But with this interesting pathing and the way that PaperX plays with timings, that's almost impossible to do. So as this path developed, we started to see, I think, some good adaptation from KC. But it was only towards the end that they really figured it out. And this guy was such a big
Ini udah kelar.
Yeah, exactly. Time and time again.
Half time, makanya nonton.
Ya, tadi kan lagi baca komen, ini lagi ngelapor ke orang Riot nih. TikTok gua suspend.
That's exactly what you need to do on the side of KC. By the way, I was
Kocak,
saying that Reina
kocak.
not completely sold.
Enggak. Ternyata katanya orang Riotnya salah ngasih akun. Jadi akun TikTok yang dikasih ke TikTok tuh bukan akun
The reason
gua.
why you would play Reina is to deny those traits potentially when you have the operator. If he has the same effect that he has in other maps, he's a very big threat.
It was a tough half for Casey, but they've rallied.
Gua put dulu. Ini ada makanan sebenarnya.
Momentum on this half. They can be strong. Their comp is really good at fighting for these extremities and having really fast rotations with the Yoru. They're comfortable here. They have their confidence now. This should be a much closer half.
Yeah, I see a KC that has woken up a little bit. I'm sure these fans are definitely adding to that momentum, but let's see if PaperX quells the fire. We're going to send it back over to Pansy and Hypoc.
8-4. PaperX did kick this off with a belting start. No
Map siapa ini? Map PaperX.
But Karmine Corp have clawed their way back. They found a rhythm, they found a solution, and it got them 4 rounds in pocket. But Mike,
Lagian kalian expect apa dari watch party gue yang 5% ngomongin gameplay, 95% ngomongin musuh. Ini udah pulang, iya pulang.
Look at the flank. There's
Angkang kangen katanya, mau pulang aja lah.
Jason.
Gila. Ih, nice. Aduh, ini mah easy lah kayaknya. Gak boleh gitu ya. Welcome Dava.
Nice. Menang.
Udah kan easy kan, ya kan?
I mean, credit to Forsaken. Not only does he find the kill, but stays alive long enough where this 4-man flank. I mean, isn't really necessary. It's OTT if anything.
Yeah. I was the leer coming in.
Ini turu.
Just peeks out. Device still back here because he's dogged through. The Trailblazer comes through, opens up the first 3 players of PaperX to come in. Tomazi just peeks out of the wrong second.
Si monyet ada lucu banget.
Jangan tak kabur gaming. Emang jago mau gimana? Ih, tidak. Oh nice. Bisa-bisanya something masih hidup dengan posisi seperti itu anjir. IDG udah pulang belum sih? Apa lower bracket?
Udah kan?
Perasaan dia
udah pulang.
Udah pulang guys.
Iya, pulang.
Iya kan, kata gua mah kangkang.
Ini kalah nih.
Iya kayaknya 1v3.
Lah bakal monyet-monyet.
Tidak. Selfie cuma ya DJ pulang.
Scrappy as anything to kick this off. Something again, I don't know what range he
Nobar
thinks he
sama
has
Bu,
with shotguns.
lagi nobar sama Bu,
He's jumping out here
sama
to
Ciro.
find another kill.
Ciro say hi, Ciro.
A round 2 flip here for KC.
Lucu banget.
Well, he's called it.
Senyum-senyum pasti Sido.
Ini galak banget.
Galak banget
Jangan
nih.
galak-galak ya.
Oh dear.
Kamu masih delay nggak streamnya?
Enggak. Udah itu.
Jadi lagi nangis di hotel, parah lu.
They've got 2 vans.
So yeah, massive equipment advantage here.
Yep.
Monyet and Forsaken understand the shotgun range a little better than something.
He's just ambitious. He's just a little ambitious.
You can't fault ambition.
No. Oh, there you go. Now there's the pause.
Ziko dulu Ciro, jangan gangguin Ciro.
What the hell's gone on? Ziko. On the rest of the map either, right? The A site's completely unknown. There could be a flash.
High demand nih, Bi. Pap sahur kamu.
High demand.
Banyak yang minta.
Ada.
Welcome, gentur, tegas, welcome. Kelihatan kan Monyet mainnya udah nggak stres katanya.
Iya.
I mean, if they're playing in long, they know to try and avoid
Pop sahur gak sih, Bu?
the
Pop
danger
sahur
zone
aku.
here. But Monyet,
Iya, kenapa kamu nggak suka pop di Twitter?
Karena aku nggak tahu cara main Twitter tau, Ci. Aku nggak tahu deh gimana caranya biar apa dapat engage gitu di Twitter.
Sebenarnya
pakai hashtag ya?
Enggak, sama aja. Kayak post aja.
Tuh makanya kan follow Twitter aku.
Tuh follow guys. Gila Monyet, nyebelin banget. Nyebelin banget nih, males.
Wih something.
IDJ beneran udah pulang, beneran. Beneran kenapa sih kalian gak percaya? Stop denial.
Tapi sorry juga gak apa-apa, Bu. Ya udah follow dulu atuh.
Ciro, kalau Cija jadi kayu lu masih mau nemenin gak? Jawab di.
Yang nanya, ntar lagi kesedot. Sedot lumpur Lapindo.
Nanti kesadot bun-bun.
Gak boleh gitu, Ciro.
Udah pagi ya.
Iya dia lagi capek ya. Sebaiknya jangan terlalu gegabah.
Lagi lelah ya.
Galak amat kayak habis lustrik.
Mau habis lustrik si Ciro?
Nggak tahu. Enggak tuh. Halo Saga. Twitter isinya pertubiran mulu, iya weh, banyak banget. Ciro banyak pikiran.
Lucu. Ntar kalian ngebun-ngebunin.
What the hell is this game? Okay, so Tomasi has space on B, right? He's got them B site.
Problem is Shin has about as much HP as he did last round.
Bang Ciro mode senggol bacok, biarin lah guys, udah ngantuk
Make
mungkin
this a
dia.
little more comfortable. Shin will fall as well. Paper X double digits.
Ci izin pindah ke official follow-nya, takut sama Ciro. Bubar takut sama Ciro. Kamu galak banget sih. Pada takut tau sama kamu, takut dicokot.
Biar nggak ada pap sahur.
Koko.
Because again, it's like you see what 3, potentially 4 people on this showers bench. You're like, yeah, B's got to feel a little easy right now, guys. Yeah. It's all encompassing.
Bu, habisin ayam gepreknya.
Si Alex kok malah marah-marah? Si Alex kok marah-marah?
Ya karena kebalap kan.
Kata si Pason gini, ya udah sih lag gitu katanya. Lucu banget sih.
Itu kan bisa jadi kayak replay round sebelumnya yang pasti kalah.
Oh iya. Tapi emang sengaja tahu ditampilinnya si Alex yang marah-marah.
Iya, pas tiap dia marah-marah ya. Tapi
Iya.
lucu sih soalnya tuh suka nggak jelas gitu loh, kayak roundnya menang tapi dia marah-marah. Jadi lucu.
Itu Hero Onyx, iya Hero Onyx, iya.
Iya Hero Onyx.
Ada yang nanya Hero Onyx.
Emang ada ya Onyx?
Apa?
Jungler namanya Hero.
Kan dulu
Oh iya itu kan Hero Onyx ya dulu. Ini udah di boom guys.
Udah bukan Shiro Oni.
Kamu kelewat berapa abad?
Oh, katanya si Alex kesel kena tripti terus. Apa iya, Lex?
Apa ya?
And now Divine, the 1v1, no flash, nothing, 5 bullets.
Oh, Davai. Ih, gila, jago banget anjir Davai.
Ya, kalah dong.
To getting KC back in this game, but it is going to be 11.
Udah boleh
Nah,
halu.
wow gila Davai. Nice.
Morin telat banget.
Iya, Morin kamu refresh ini deh, stream deh.
Kalian gimana sih?
Nonton di Twitch Valorant.
Oh,
And the fact that Mind Freak's in a position here to punish
udah
him.
deh nggak bisa
The rate,
dengerin sih
unfortunately,
udah
again,
season.
it feels like this is a free site.
Iya.
So he has the
Apa aku
time
di bawah
and the
sejauh ini
space to
kalau
get
itu bukan
towards long.
tujuanmu?
Find a more comfortable angle.
Shiro panutan aku main sofa tuh, Shiro.
Bohong, bohong.
Shiro.
Bohong, siapa itu bohong ya?
Shiro main Xavier ya?
Hah?
Kan ultinya Xavier kayak sofa.
Such a volatile game between these two. Like normally in these rounds,
Oh ini
Xavier
asal dia
bapaknya
suara mirip
siapa?
Ashel.
Oh iya.
Aku mirip sama Ashel.
Siapa?
Sama Ashel mirip aku suaranya. Ini
Iya,
katanya.
suaranya mirip
Capitalizing rounds
lumayan.
like this. Monya's here with a
Iya,
judge.
aku sama Cigesti.
Mind Freak's just farming on B side.
Oh dear.
Monyet overpick. Enggak kok, guys.
Kan net keberapa?
There's a previous one.
198 bukan?
Iya.
We might see the end of the round
Oke,
though.
oke.
Oh, Forsaken.
Nice.
Sharp
One
to it.
V2.
Recovery's got another one. A third on the round for him.
Bang Shiro, tutor main link dong, Bang Shiro.
This is enough.
Can he get through? He slipped through the
He
spawn.
has.
They haven't spotted
Salah,
him.
salah
They didn't
game,
actually
salah
see him
game.
on the cross.
That's huge.
Beli
It
hand
gives
off
him a
me,
little bit
that's
of time,
dulu.
right? Like it's not a lot, but it's enough. They might be able to get a plant down. They have no idea he could be an elbow by them. You know, they have no idea where he is. This is massive for Magnum.
What position did he take up?
Body
Push
line.
back towards spawn. And actually, Paperx are splitting. He might have timing here on something.
But does something slow down? Does he wait? Does he try and play this out? He's going to note Forsaken, obviously. Doesn't know about something yet, so he's going to have to just make the
Dia
best
lagi
educated
main
guess he
sama
can.
teh
Is this a good
botol.
enough position?
Oh iya, dia malah
Might almost
dapet.
help him a little.
Iya tuh.
Something does have full kit though.
Itu yang
so
cowok
that
siapa
lit-
galak banget takut
He's gonna
tuh
go in.
Shiro
Which
ih.
way? You gotta gamble.
Pada
Did
takut
something note
ih.
him? He's looking this way.
Biarin aku gigit.
Magnum, can you clutch this up? Can you do what Narrate couldn't?
Biarin Shiro
One to the right, one to the
Nice.
left.
Oh,
He can't do it.
nice.
Forsaken
Dari
there.
mah menang
Well
ini mah.
played by Paper X.
Ini Shiro main Mobile Legend ya sekarang, galak
Going on
amat.
the board.
Tuh.
Iya tuh.
Right down
Maaf,
to the
side
wire once
hustle.
again. KC still, I mean, scoreline aside, keeping these rounds close.
Jangan gigit aku Om Shiro
They're
tuh.
trading
Serem
blow
banget.
for blow here.
Gigit-gigit.
Oh.
Yeah, farming. Farming hookah.
Halo Saji. Lahap banget,
Gila
Kak.
si Jason glowing.
Enak, bro. Nih, sampai ada
First will
hashtag
come back.
kembalikan
The
Shiro yang
Karmine Corp
ceria nih.
showstopper to work with. One away from the pit, two off the seekers, so
Shotnya apa
some
tuh?
tools
Galak
potentially
sekarang.
here.
Shiro mode belum
Keep
gaji ya.
that one alive.
Mode single bacok.
It's patient start. Cautious. Because we have seen that Paper X will run, you know, 3 men down down B long, but we are seeing Monnier.
Monye.
This time
Pada
actually
namanya
pushing
Monye.
towards A short,
Iya ya, kenapa
holding
pada manggil monyet ya?
that charge. How long does
Coba
he stick
tanya.
around? I think
Hah?
he's
Dia nggak bisa
deciding against
ngomong
committing to
teh
it.
ya
Fine.
katanya.
Si akrab tuh bisa nanya.
Kok
Aku
buffering
juga
ini
buffering.
teh?
Actually,
Sama
relinquishing
ya.
it.
Kering udah.
Stuck around on that, deciding not to fall back. There are 2 players
Kapan
behind him.
rambut pendek?
Forsaken
Aku
being
rambut
one.
pendek tahu waktu SMA 3
Mind
tahun.
freak.
Aku lihat tuh foto kamu di IG ya.
Is he almost
Ada.
trying
Iya, dulu aku
to play
bondol
out
tau.
rotation much
Simple.
the same as Paper
Cakep,
X did.
cakep.
Emang cocok ya rambut pendek?
aggressive.
Aku tuh rambut pendek biar nggak ribet nyuci rambutnya loh.
KC have turned their backs.
Tapi rambut
This is
panjang
disaster
juga tuh.
making. They have no idea.
Oh, he's looking back.
Great turn, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Gila.
Execution is here. Mind
Sayang,
Freak
tapi
gonna
udah
make
bertahun-tahun nih
something out of that. 2
rambutnya.
big kills found, but they
Ah,
have a
sama
player
siapa? Sama
advantage for
Bumi?
Karmine Corp. 3 to the 2.
They have a pit to work with though. Tomazi can lock down
Terus
this side.
simulasi rambut pendek.
Kenapa casternya nggak bilang PRX monkey? Karena LGN-nya
He's
monyet,
in,
bukan
he's
monkey.
in, and he's got one. Martin's gone. He couldn't do any more, but he's bought enough time for at
Bukan,
least Monnier to get close by, get a rifle into his hands.
Oh, Brunok.
Oh, gila.
Brunok jangan gegabah Brunok. Goblok gegabah.
Ya ampun, one more round.
Live for another round.
Barely alive,
but they do it.
2 examples of
Tiga segede
Emang
muka
juga
aku,
rambut
guys.
pendek ya.
downfall, a little overzealous.
Iya,
The
bagus.
approach from both
Tapi
something
aku-
and Monye.
sayang banget tau rambutnya udah panjang banget kan. Kalau pendek itu jadi kayak nanti nanggung.
Betul.
Oh, tidaknya
Kayak
belum habis.
melewati
Aku kan
proses.
di 2.
Yalah, malah mukbang.
Nanti.
Kemarin suaranya halus banget. Iya, kamu kalau ngomong tuh kayak
Apa?
sabar banget. Hero, kamu fans Liverpool ya emang?
Enggak.
Kok tiba-tiba jadi bola?
Nggak tahu.
Katanya kalau jangan-jangan Hero fans Liverpool makanya galak.
Bisa tahu gitu nggak baik buat kesehatan saya.
Still on the very verge of tipping the scales. This round though they are coming in less equipped. They do have sting.
Iji kan di bleach ya rambutnya, rusak gak?
Rusak.
Rambutnya rusak gak? Aku rusak tau,
Iya, aku
gara-gara
juga.
waktu itu di bleach.
Makanya aku cat hitam lagi yang pakai
Iya.
cat rambut yang direkomendasiin ini.
Aku ada lagi cat rambut hitam yang bagus lagi.
Beda.
Apa ya kemana namanya? Iya beda lagi.
Waktu itu kamu catnya apa? Hitam atau coklat?
Ya hitam yang itu yang di story si Pici yang kayak gitu.
Nah,
Terus jadi halus banget rambut.
yang kamu temuin yang lain itu?
Yang temuin sekarang, aduh aku lupa lagi mereknya. Pokoknya dia no amonia gitu, beli di Watson. Soalnya waktu itu mau beli yang Pici pakai, cuman nggak ada gitu, harus beli online. Bilang ke Shiro, Arsenal juara musim ini.
Dia nggak nonton bola, dia nggak ngerti.
Kau bilang nggak ngerti, cuma nggak semua nggak sejalan aja.
Aku udah give up cat rambut. Capek tiap bulan.
Ya kan harus retouch tau. Dan menang ini.
Menang. Aman ya. Belum aman ya.
He's gonna take down Mindfreak. It's all on one. Something.
Tidak.
Make something out of this. Incredibly hard round to try and break back into now with these positions.
Kayaknya kameraku bagus gara-gara aku pakai lampu yang terang banget deh.
Ring light.
Ring light kan aku kan live Shopee kan, jualan terus kayak aku ambil ininya lampu ring light.
Nah, terus mama kamu pakai apa?
Kan live-nya beda, mama kamu bisa live-nya siang gitu kan. Kayak beda jam live gitu.
Maling.
Kalau dimatiin kan gelap banget tau.
Nah, Alex udah marah-marah.
Langsung kayak kualitinya beda. Kayak ada orange.
Aku juga pakai ring light, tapi ring lightnya terang banget.
Kalau ini ada remote-nya gitu, kayak bisa diatur gitu loh terangnya.
Ring light yang bulat bukan?
Bukan, yang kotak.
Aku punya juga kotak.
Aku pakai yang kotak.
Gila. Apa ini? What is this play?
Enggak, katanya nggak silau sih lumayan. Tapi kayak madepnya ke sana gitu, ke tembok bukan madep tau.
Iya sama, aku juga madep ke tembok.
Iya emang gitu, jadi soft gitu.
Mulai lagi si Alex. Yang sabar Bang Alex. Ya sakit apa ya mata orang-orang pakai ring light aja lah. Kan lampunya diarahin ke tembok, nggak langsung.
Iya, lampunya diarahin ke tembok.
Yoru execute the PaperX famed this sort of composition for a taste of their own medicine here.
Jangan OT please, iyalah.
Bisa pen Alex sampai
mejanya rusak tuh kalau OT.
Mejanya.
Carry across into the next.
Good to see this man starting to really heat up here. First half
was Shiro marah-marah lagi cosplay jadi Alex.
They're already towards the top of the
Oh,
board here.
mendalami perannya Alex.
On 19, so Narrate's starting to feel out the game a little bit, but again, it's just so dangerous. When you're up against 12 and you're up against PaperX, there is that chance that you bring out a mad round you can't handle. So they've decided it's time for a little bit of a break, a moment to consider. PaperX pumping the brakes here themselves.
Alex gara-gara Alex gigit kabel wifi. Kayak dia nggak barbar sih, setahu gua mah.
I mean, every team should be having nightmares about a PaperX timeout with what happened yesterday. How quickly things turned around after calling a timeout. Karmine Corp have built their way back into this map.
Menurut gue dibanding asuransi mejanya mending asuransi tangannya sih. Emang nggak
Pulpennya sih.
Iya kan.
Pulpennya
Iya, pulpennya rusak sih kata gue itu mah.
Monyet suka overheat, iya kah?
Iya tadi ada yang bilang juga katanya dia overheat terus.
Ini salahinnya monyet terus. Iya salahinnya.
Ih, ngebela ya.
Iya gimana kalau lu yang mainnya?
Tuh, lihat Shiro belain adeknya lucu banget.
Mainnya terus.
Tuh kan tuh pawangnya marah.
Lu aja yang main coba.
Monyet nge-carry weh. Tuh. Tapi biasanya yang dihujat bakal dijago, tahu.
Benar.
Itu Jason juga kan dihujat. Katanya udah ngejago lah, iya. Yang waktu itu pas sempet kalah lawan DRX itu loh. Akhirnya menang juara 1 kan. Ini mau di mas biasanya kembar, iya.
Shiro sebel adiknya dimarahin, dihujat terus.
Does that TP get taken on the other side as well? Looks like it might be if they do spot a player, but as it stands, it's only Martin considered.
Was faking a little bit here, but that should be very indicative
GF buff
of what's going
iya,
on.
GF-nya
Casey
tapi
can
si
read that
Pici.
correctly.
Sama aku guys. GF-nya. Kembaran aku.
Happy to let the clock tick away, so they might pivot back towards an A site hit here.
Kamu nggak was party sama Pici?
Si Pici di itu sama temennya tadi katanya.
Tadi aku lihat dia kayaknya live juga.
Ini live juga tuh di YouTube. Enggak lah, nggak hujat. Iya nggak. Sebenarnya gameplay emang harus begitu, iya ya benar-benar. Harus ngambil space ya kalau main.
Jing masih main di PRX ya.
Dia masih jadi six man.
Masih jadi six man. Kan nggak aktif.
Just get seen on the other side. Okay, so still that's threat noted. Monye should be dead here yet. 3-man squad.
Gue juga ngira game ini mulainya jam 1. Ternyata
Aduh, 10-12. Tapi Jason nggak suka ketukar kan. Aku sering nge-prank sih. Aku sering nge-prank kalau mereka lagi call, aku kayak hai bebe gitu baby. Dia bilang iya gitu loh. Dia nggak bisa bedain suara. Dia nggak bisa bedain suara sih. Kalau muka ya beda lah pasti kan, udah bisa bedain. Kalau suara itu mirip banget. Dia nggak bisa bedain. Kalau aku prank. Iya kan mirip kan.
Jadi nggak ngantuk gara-gara Shiro tuh.
Pemain Alex.
Aduh, Alex udah marah banget itu.
Ah, bukan cewek Forsaken, bukan. Aku kembarannya ceweknya Forsaken. Kembarannya Pici.
Hah?
Kamu punya fans nih.
Shiro pop sahur.
Stop enggak? Kenapa dia ngikut?
Dimintain pop sahur kanan kiri, gila kasihan banget. Nice. Apakah?
Iya, setiap kali klasifikasi aku harus bikin gitu ya. Kembarannya, pacarnya, Saken.
DC salah siapa sama Bu.
Round 23 by the way. That's just ridiculous. You let your foot off the gas for a minute.
A second. You thought maybe we could just cross up towards Hugo. No, you absolutely couldn't. And that might be the start and the end of this map. That spike being lost there.
Ini kalah tinggal tidur aja.
Pacarin abangnya aja kak. Waduh.
Tidak bisa. Around the entirety of the map. Now got the spike, 40 seconds left and limited options.
It looks like narrate be a problem. Pull rotation.
Pacarin adanya aja Jojo. Jojo gemoy. Jojo lucu banget. Jago lagi dia.
Jago ya.
Mortal deh. Ini juga gemoy. Aku kalau ketemu lagi family gathering, aku kalau ada Jojo aku pasti mau ikut. Rupanya.
Great resilience shown here from Karmine Corp. Tough to ever have to mount a comeback versus a team like Paper X.
Berdasarkan prediksi umur Alex setelah game ini nambah 5 tahun.
Tapi Alex nggak kelihatan kayak udah ini ya.
Apa?
Dia udah 30-an lah.
Ini umur berapa?
30-an.
Oh iya.
Iya.
Aku kira
dia kayak masih muda.
Kayak 25 gitu.
Lawan PC menang, lawan EDG kalah. Ada main Paper X. Dibilangin EDG tuh apa namanya, nggak tahu kenapa tadi lawan Loud kayak gitu tahu.
EDG melempem, ngantuk kali. Kangkang lagi bad mood kali, lagi berantem sama
Udah
cewek.
diubah nggak denger nih. Baru panas kali Paper X
Trade a
kemarin.
Nano thing and
Tuh
get a new
kalah.
iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage, so you can take all the
Itu
pics.
nyiapin
So
lagi
many
dulu.
selfies.
Preposterous amount of panos!
That means panoramic. And as many portraits of me as your heart desires.
How about
Dia mau request lagu.
right.
Trade in
Harusnya
any
Paraboy
iPhone in
itu.
any condition and get
Paraboy.
iPhone 15 Pro and
Paraboy
iPad
bukan
and Apple
pemain
Watch SE all on us, only on
PUBG.
Verizon.
Emang bukan? Dia lagi ngomongin apa?
Nggak tahu nih. Karena kita abis ini Lotus, iya. Mereka lagu sedih, kalian lagi galau. Iya kan, Paraboy kayaknya PUBG. Udah sedih kamu. Jangan galau-galau bang tuh. Tapi emang kalau di TikTok nggak ke ban ya Ci kalau kayak watch party gitu?
Harusnya enggak. Cuman
Enggak ya?
nggak tahu kenapa aku aku ke suspend itu tadi.
Oh iya, aku juga bisa ke suspend dong.
Enggak, kalau aku tuh soalnya nih tulisannya reproduce content.
Oh,
Tulisannya violation of community guidelines. Jadi aku nge-live-in reproduce content. Jadi kayak kontennya Riot aku live-in lagi gitu.
oh.
Tapi
Kalau aku sih nggak boleh dong.
nggak Kak,
Kalau tur aman gak sih harusnya katanya?
aku nggak tahu sih kenapa. Soalnya aku lihat banyak juga yang watch party
Di
watch
TikTok
party,
kan?
watch party Valorant, iya, terus
Iya.
fine-fine aja. Cuman kemarin kata orang Riotnya kan udah di whitelist, tapi salah aku TikTok, jadi bukan akun aku yang di whitelist.
Ya ampun.
Jadi itu makanya di suspendnya karena itu.
Kalau saya ikut kayak Twitch saya pernah beli
Syukuran ke
TikTok.
suspend dong, woi. Sama promosi togel, woi, gue pukul lo. Enak aja promosi togel.
Pede aja ada orang dalam VCT ini Forsaken ya.
Real.
Nyari hot body. Nggak ke suspend. Oh nggak apa-apa kalau kita turun.
Enggak,
Oh,
Suzy, gua tuh
Oke deh.
justru gua tuh waktu daftar watch party, gua dimintanya live di TikTok. Katanya mereka requestnya gua live-nya di TikTok. Tapi kemarin waktu mereka mau nge-whitelist daftar streamernya mungkin lah.
Salah
Itu
sasaran
salah, iya, akunnya salah. Ini bukan akun gua. Gila lu, gua nggak pernah ya jadi streamer angka, dasar.
Streamer angka tuh apa ya?
Itu yang kayak promosiin judi online, yang kayak Gaslit 99 gacor dijamin max win gitu. Yang gitu-gitu.
Ya enggak lah.
Enggak lah, gila. Sendirian enggak.
Pertama mainnya bersih iya.
Sama Sibu.
Anita Maxwin. Masih nunggu Alek gebrak meja. Tadi udah tahu. Cuman tipis-tipis. Ini deh.
Hey guys, I'm here right now with Coach Alex of PRX. Now that map was quite close. It's interesting because PRX has been described as like having 5 IGLs. So how do you as a coach manage to rank all that?
I mean, a lot of it has to do with the way we practice. I think
Shiro
the most
menghilang.
important thing is trust. That we trust each other a lot.
Orang dari
And
toilet.
anyone can take over anytime they want.
yeah.
And we also do a
This
lot of
is
work trying to
my
align.
alter
That's
ego.
pretty much it.
All right, well, so far so good on this strategy. So let's see if PRX can close out this one.
It definitely does come through with this team. We've always talked about it with PaperX. They're a squad that always just kind of like rides the momentum. They communicate with one another. Their comms oftentimes don't even lean on just one individual. For me, it's kind of like a Halo match sometimes. But they're all just yapping at the same time. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it is wild. The first half of this game to me was quintessential PaperX. They were out there PaperXing all over, dragging KC down into the chaos.
Iya tadi hampir comeback ya.
Orang 10-13 dari berapa tadi tuh? 8-4.
Your comms getting muddled,
Iya,
you experiencing something you haven't really played against before, and PaperX thriving in that. And that was the case for quite a
Kalau
while.
boom
But I
ini
think
ke
we
ini
really
ya,
saw a
ke
step up
Jepang
from
ya.
both these teams
Yeah,
to be forced to play a lot more strategically, and actually to Karmine Corp managing to gain some control in the second half.
And loving those small micro plays that we love PaperX for. We're talking about the
Ini
Reina
beras.
denying those trade-ins is something that she can do
Ya
so
udah.
easily, and it fits so well to PaperX, and especially to something. Some of these rounds
Boneka
literally made
Aziz.
no sense, maybe.
Yeah, it was absolute chaos, but I think you're absolutely right that that's kind of what's defined PaperX for so long, but it's also true of what Karmine Corp is doing. I think a lot of the good in this map was when they were showing us these Yoru ult combos. They were setting themselves up after that. They definitely learned more how to play against PaperX. It's just that this squad built themselves such a huge buffer on that attacking side, and they're always going to steal at least 1 or 2 rounds and a half. It's really hard to come back from a deficit against this squad.
And not only that, we
Tahu
saw KC
kenapa
actually
yang
getting
ditanyain
lost
aku
in
mulu
sauce
sih?
a lot of ultimates in
Pada
just
lebih
one
penasaran
round,
sama
Shiro, as you
kamu
mentioned,
daripada
the Yoru, even the showstopper, everything
Perhatikan
they do,
gamenya, woi.
at wrong timings. We see also Magnum struggling a little
Top
bit
kepoin
with
gua.
his own ultimate on
Galak
how when to
banget,
use it,
kenapa
just because of
sih?
how overwhelming
Nggak mau
And
serem.
that's exactly that. They're the team who's gonna rip any hole you have in your communication, any hole you have in your practice. They're gonna rip that apart because of how chaotic they are. The question now, going into the rest of the series for me, is whether this team for Karmine Corp can wrangle control of this one, because Lotus are next round.
Monyet
It
MVP
feels like for them,
loh.
that is their
Jangan
comfort
main-main
comfort
loh.
zone, and I don't feel like
Don't
these quads, these
play
little
ya.
combos, these
Don't
ult combos that we
play.
talk about for PaperX are as strong on this next map.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I do
Tapi
want to
kamu
know
don't
what the
play.
coach of Karmine Corp has to say. We have Eng
Nah,
standing by with
perhatiin
me.
gamenya gimana, Shiro kan udahan.
Hey guys,
Maksudnya
Mika
apa tuh?
here, and now I'm with Coach Eng of KC. Now, Eng, Magna mentioned earlier that PRX can be a team that is pretty
Soalnya
annoying
Rengas
to deal with. So I want to
Asendan.
know what they were doing exactly that was so difficult to deal with, and how you guys were able to mitigate that as the side switch.
First of all,
Shiro nama
they're
doginya
amazing team,
cewek,
really
iya
with
gue
amazing
tahu.
playstyle, very unique playstyle. So
Tuh kan,
I
berarti
don't
Shiro
know what to say,
itu
to be honest, because of it just it's pleasure to play against
Dia
them.
juga tahu
Really,
dia
really
nama
learning
dia
a lot
cewek.
from this game. So yeah, I
Aku nggak
don't
tahu
know, like,
apa-apa.
Aku kan
what
pernah
can
kasih
I say? It's hard to read
Aku
them
di
because of this
hostage.
unique style. Yeah.
Ih.
I don't know what to
Try
say, to be honest, but we
again,
will try our best
by
on second map.
Jaehyun.
So yeah.
That was such a wholesome answer, so let's get to it. Second map.
Shiro anjing katanya. Iya,
Shot
anjing
kasar
cewek.
banget.
Kuka was a little speechless there as well, because I mean, he has
Aku start di
expressed
Ascendant 2 sih
praise for a
udah
lot of the
3
players that they've met on that stage.
Kamu
But
mau
there
kah?
is
Kamu
something
kalau
unique and
main
special
bareng
about
jangan
this
lupa mabar VIP.
Exactly. Eng can be as wholesome as he wants, but he's going to need much more if he wants to face
Nanti
up
digendong sama Shiro.
PaperX now in
Buset,
Lotus.
buset,
This is
buset.
chosen by KC.
Ngomong
And
seenak
maybe
jalan raya.
one of the reasons is what happened yesterday when PaperX lost this map. But again, I think it's going to be a lot of what happened on that bind just replicated, and a lot of what happened against Heretics happening again on this Lotus. A mind freak that doesn't respect any timings, any position, that's just going to push through, and a lot of crazy and set plays again.
Pemain kaca ganteng
Yeah,
yang
it
pakai
is
kacamata,
absolutely
yang
a map where
ganteng
PaperX
Thomas.
does that
Emang
same
Thomas pakai
stuff.
kacamata?
Karmine Corp, we have to talk about the history of them on this map. They've been playing the Fnatic comp. They beat Fnatic on this map. They have beat pretty much every top team they've gone up against on Lotus. Here, this is where Magnum tends to put on
Let's go,
a
PaperX,
masterclass.
let's
Their
go.
attack side, decision
Mending balik
making,
ke
the
Jepang
way
daripada
that they
joki. Iya.
call is always
Sini aku jokiin.
perfect.
Jokinya tapi harus tahap kecil. Yang pakai Yoru tadi. Oh bukan, yang ganteng tuh yang pakai apa tadi Viper ya, Ci? Thomas. Thomas pakai Viper tadi ya?
Oh, yang buat frag itu ya.
Iya kan dibilang ganteng ya nggak apa-apa lah dimaafin.
Waduh.
You mentioned the Lotus situation and them being so good at this map.
Oh,
but
kalau
I also
ganteng
have to
boleh
say in the
buat
back of my
prank.
mind,
Iya
PowerX
boleh buat
comes out
prank.
just like they did
Skornya
online
1-0
with a big
PowerX
lead,
1.
and then you're like, oh my god, we were supposed to be good here. I get a little worried about the young team on that stage in that situation.
And not only that, we were talking about how Monier is doing great in this tournament. How today specifically, he's performing super well. The other
Kalau nanti boom ke Ascension, bawa bonekanya apa Ci si Shiro?
Boneka fokus main kocak.
Kan bawa boneka ih.
Pakai suruh bawa boneka.
Pakai bawa
Dia kan aku suruh bawa Sipu kan, cuma dia malu kata Sipu jelek, katanya parah banget. Dia mau bawa ini nih boneka yang ini yang apa dino kuning, cuman kayak kepalanya gede banget kayak tumor.
Kenapa sih harus ngomong itu?
Iya, kenapa sih? Ada yang komen, lu cakep, lu aman, privilege,
iya,
tidak perlu ganteng nomor 1.
Dino yang marah lebih lucu. Iya, tapi stakal dia ini yang Dino marah deh, kan kapelannya beda. Beda mukanya beda. Ini Dino side eye namanya Kili.
Dimarahin sama Shiro loh, pop sahur.
Thank you so much, and
Ya,
yeah,
mengajar
this
si
is
PRX
putting
lagi,
question
enggak,
marks between us, right?
Didonya penyakitan nih, didonya tumor kepala.
Dino tumor.
Not so much the swap, but it's the fact we have the Astra in here. I mean, we're still running with this guy on PaperX again. There's some dedication towards keeping that here, but it's the Astra.
Iya, kok Jason selalu Jason gitu ya? Kayak Jason yang di TikTok tau gak sih? Jason.
A real head scratcher here to see how much is really going, because Astra has a lot of utility. Obviously, open up the possibilities, especially on a map like Lotus, a 3-site map. PaperX early on probe towards B, but
Kasihan mejanya Alex tiap malam masuk IG.
catch wind of anything on the other side of that. Magnum will spot out the rotation.
Dia ada Susanti.
Real progress towards site here, and KC a little bit disconnected from B once again. Looks like PaperX going to follow through this time.
Oh dear.
Kecilin lagunya.
Oh dear. Forsaken's in a bit of a tricky position, but Monier's got the shot on the block. Gonna take down one for the sake of the follow-up. Roll out on the site and win out on the site. Break for KC there. Just drifted on through.
Jago banget sih, gila ya PRX.
And a beautiful setup here. The paint
Halo,
shot
Dia nggak kayak yang tim sebelah yang udah buah.
Hah, gimana?
Buam.
Kok nyenggol kakak?
ICU nggak mau debut di Pro Simpal apa? ICU paling udah Tiro ya.
ICU bukannya streamer.
Iya, tapi tidak aku sih.
Streamer bukan pro player ya guys.
Iya.
Gak semua streamer bisa jadi pro player.
Waktunya jadi streamer.
Apa jadi streamer?
Untuk membuktikan streamer nggak bisa jadi pro player.
Kan pro player duluan baru jadi streamer. Tetap tidak membuktikan dong.
Iya, morning.
Kalau kan aku bilang kalau kamu awalnya pure streamer, kamu nggak bisa jadi pro, bukan berarti kamu bisa jadi pro player.
Like what they're seeing, and it's actually quite well timed that they drift away. They will have a completely open A side.
Kalau beres cepat mau live sampai sahur nggak tahu deh.
Buset, no.
Oh tidak.
Si Narate pakai nggak pakai duelis.
Narate.
Gonna come down now.
Duelis si Martin.
It is just classics as well for KC.
Kalau itu streamer jadi 6 man
oh
iya.
It is purely classic.
Tarik gak bisa jadi pro player. Tarik kan dulu pro player. Pro player
tapi something beda, something itu dia satu apa kan, jadi dia dilihat lah.
Kalau something kan dia ini dulu emang grinding serius, main rank.
Dia emang dari tim SG kan itu ya, SG something.
Gue gak mau ngomong lebih jauh, ntar nyinggung kemana-mana lagi.
Nyinggung dong.
Takut salah
Pancing.
Make this really costly. It looks like they're going to try and
tarik kan dulu pro player CS weh.
Spots them out, but hey,
something Jepang gak sih? Hah? Something kan orang
Dulu dia tuh ranked demon gitu, namanya SG something, gue inget banget tuh.
Iya, dia main di cara
Shiro dulu
Jepang.
pro player ML pindah ke Valo katanya.
Emang kamu pernah jadi pro player Mobile Legend?
Kagak.
Gak pernah weh. Stop fitnah. Serat juga dulu pro player.
Doesn't really even have the benefit of having the Blade Storm kind of on the brink.
Jungle Juice enak.
Has to make this work.
Udah nyebut merek,
Sheriff now.
hujat.
Garen.
Jagoannya di PaperX siapa? Monyet.
Monyet sih. Dari dulu fans monyet sejak Onyx.
Iya. Sama.
Bohong kalian ya.
Apaan? Bohong, orang beneran.
Beneran?
Bocil kan jago, iya nggak sih?
Iya, dia bocil.
They've noted that operator.
Shin sama Shiro adek kakak ya, lu ngawur anjir, makin lama makin ngaco.
Siapa?
Shin, itu si Omen.
Karmine Corp. Mindfreak getting very close, should have been considered here by Narrate, and he has been. They're really putting bodies behind this.
Gap towards B here, but Spike not committed either way. So PaperX might resort to that now. It's only really Shin that's going to be able to cause any issues on the way in here. The rate slowly creeping closer and closer.
Still not noting this operator.
I mean, Spike's still not committed either.
PaperX jago banget Lotusnya, kayak ranked party yang main sama kita di Lotus kemarin.
Iya.
Re-smoking and the Spike trying to make it across. Does anyone catch it in the heels? No, but something's cleared so deep here.
Ya, aku hampir keceplosan nggak jadi.
Apa ya?
Dipukul Dinonya, iya.
Apa ya?
Kayak aku bilang kemarin.
Yang mana ya? Siapa sih
Namanya
namanya?
dia masih mirip Winter, bener juga. Hah?
Nah, dia yang party kemarin, kemarin.
Kenapa?
Hampir keceplosan ngomong.
Iya, emang kenapa?
Kayak yang dari Morin. Yang dari Morin.
Kenapa sih dia ngomong?
Enggak apa-apa.
Apa?
Ih, kamu sih ngomong.
Apa ih, nggak kedengeran.
Udah diem.
Lihat di WA deh Morin.
Oke.
They put bodies in the right places. They time it well. They swing back through.
This is one of those situations I was crediting on the first map, really. PaperX will keep pushing, you give them that space, but KC are playing in spawn. They're still in buy phase with 20 seconds left on the clock here.
Ya udah sih, Shiro menang.
Enggak usah bawa-bawa.
Menang kok kita. Biarin aja. Walaupun bohwat dikit.
Bohwat.
Narit, temen lu ditosin dulu.
Tuh, dia lagi.
Parah banget, Narit.
It's a vibe killer.
Vibe killer banget sih.
Game's lost.
GGL.
Let's go, Mike.
Kata gue something stop beli operator.
Committed control towards Mount this time as well. And yeah, look at this.
Oh, dia
very
beli
pacey. Gonna get the first real glimpse of this C site. Hadn't tested too much. And again, KC gonna evacuate. Why would they stick around? They've heard enough of this.
Nggak boleh dipukul violence. Emang iya ya? Emang kalau aku pukul Dino aku ntar masuk ke violence sih, ke band?
Enggak dong.
His timing could be critical. They need to hold a fair amount of
Hashtag
space for it to
fake
really
body,
come to
fake
fruition.
all. Lo sering lihat gak sih kalau streamer di TikTok tuh hashtagnya kayak gitu
Fake kan?
Iya, kenapa ya?
Karena mungkin kalau orang kan yang tembak-tembakan kali.
Oh iya.
Love seeing something
Kasian
swing as well,
Dinonya
just to
ini.
make sure it goes their way, and the last two being
Abuse
herded.
ya,
Nowhere to
abuse.
run, nowhere to hide. Narrate gonna try and bully his way past, but it's not just
Harusnya
one. The whole team's gonna be
tiap
here.
PRX kalah round langsung pindah kamera ke Alex.
Under becoming the hunted.
Iya.
It's a
Benar sih,
massive
gue
falls.
setuju.
It looks like that operator's made its way out at least until now.
Dia langsung menghibur banget ya lihat orang banting-banting meja.
Tuh something miss.
Tidak,
Bener sih,
something.
mendingan something gak usah
Kan, bener kan? Drop your off, something.
And PaperX with that pace change, working out that C site.
Uncharacteristic misses here from something. If you're going to continue to invest behind that operator.
Si Alik lagi watch party juga.
Siapa?
Si Alik.
Just be very
Oh,
Kira
iya.
Alex
some of
tadi.
these side hits.
Alik.
Iya, udah
Iya,
bener,
dia lagi watch party tuh.
Again, that's the real benefit. If you can create this space, and KC are happy to concede it. You have something like Monya
Ingat
get
masih ada
behind all these
sidang.
plays.
Males banget ini diingetin.
Some real issues here for Forsaken.
Something stop
On the first hit.
scope 2 kali op ya kan.
You just can't aim duel
Kak
against
enggak,
these
menurut
guys.
gua yang salah bukan opnya, yang salah skinnya. Mending kasih dia op yang skin default.
And in the meantime,
Main
not only
dia jago ya?
they get the pick
Jago.
towards C, they've already started to make that progress towards A.
Oh iya,
Mendukung
kencangan
PRX.
ya?
Iya.
Soal purifier-nya.
Better off in the weaponry and gonna be rewarded. Monye
Monye ngapain?
though. Magnum gonna get one back. That could be a weapon
Udah, Bro.
potentially recovered. Something on the case to keep control of it, and that's gonna
Sudah
have
belum?
time for the plant to come in.
Kenapa?
Narrate
Enggak,
still has that
katanya
rifle.
suara air
It's a
purifiernya
power beyond
kekencengan
the
kayak
stinger
kenceng banget masuk.
in play.
Si Pici juga ada suara
Not what he wanted
purifiernya.
there,
Iya.
not what they wanted at all.
Kita anak alergi jadi harus pakai air purifier.
Something no skin jago real. Iya, menurut gua Alex kalau udah tahu kontennya marah-marah, mending lu set up kamera gitu ya. Terus lu live stream lu lagi gebrak-gebrak meja lucu. What the fuck? Jago banget cuy.
Can he really pop off here? 3 would be exceptional. He gets it
Ya ampun.
This time he gets his 3. Listed off the first and makes up for it in the second map here. The Red Bull clutch by
Wait,
his
what
side.
happened?
Kalah bang.
Swing back for KC.
Kalah bang.
All
Kalah bang.
but done when they get held in this choke point. Magnum with a stinger outdoes something. Like I said, another miss coming through here.
Ya, teriak-teriak
I
shit.
think as soon as you identify
Ya,
the
nice.
shot.
Tuh, itu dia ngomong apa ya? Gue penasaran.
Prancisnya keluar. Dia ngomong Prancis ya?
Merde.
In this post plant.
OP sama dengan kalah. Coba Gi lu bilangin ke si
Swing onto them, run the clock
something.
down, force another 2 or 3 seconds off the diffuse.
Kaleng Red Bullnya sampai goyang.
Early mountain challenge has not been going particularly well for KC. However, this time do have a little bit more, but does he get caught? Magnum gonna find Monye.
Monyet
That was
mati
over
aja
towards
tiba-tiba.
the A side of the
Refresh
map.
sengaja
So
kalahin biar ada klip buat Alex.
oh, not at all.
juga.
Actually, Martin gonna spot the
Teori
pick.
sengaja.
Teori
Him eliminated. And that's 2 picks on either side.
Ada kepikiran ke sana orang fokus main gila.
Don't use off.
Flash through here, but doesn't even catch Martin unaffected.
Ah, lu
Paint
sih
shell's
beli
perfect
off
as
segala. Ribet
Slow
kan
mind creep
sekarang.
down. Martin's having a go at things now.
Yeah, starting to have a
Emang
round.
apa semua ini salah samping?
Somethingnya.
Dreary
Oh,
start.
ini dia, ini dia. Ini dia.
It's not a bad way to begin it, and suddenly they're on red alert. This
Mama
went from
kemarin
okay,
absen watch
take a fight
party.
to hold on,
Hari
it's still
Minggu
something.
bang,
Let's
rehat
relax here a
bang.
little bit.
Kemarin hari apa sih?
There's 2 players on CT.
Hari Minggu kan bener.
And he wants that. He wants to take that space. Does he? He's trying to work out if there's enough time maybe for a plant here. 35
Let's go,
seconds.
let's
He's
go.
causing them maybe a second or 2 of doubt.
Nah kan di tutor op. Sorry bang, sorry bang.
Sorry.
Playing to his game.
Problem is, Shin's still alive.
Nah, dia
Opportunity to smoke
main
off
Astra
it, so
nggak
he
sih
has
di
to
Lotus?
dig his heels in. Can't really reset towards Mound with an open plant.
He needs
To have
to
the
pick.
Blade Storm, he needs to pick early.
And if Karmine Corp is as disciplined as we credited them, they shouldn't give him that. There should never be an
The
opportunity.
smoke causes issues.
Yeah.
Can you see him do it?
He
No, he can't.
thought he might have had a little bit of a pixel
Wow,
there,
Apaan
but
clutch kah manis?
Oh shit.
and now
Clutch
they're
ya, clutch,
grouping up.
clutch,
Oh,
sumpah.
he's got the pick. Hold on. This is game on. So
Ya ampun, bukan something yang kayak dulu ya. Kalau itu menang tuh yang dulu juga.
keep that
Kayak
heads up work
Iya.
playing together,
Ah.
getting the defuse.
Gue
Scoreline
bilang nih
lead.
off-nya nih. Kenapa
See
nggak
again,
pakai
winning
Gecko?
out in the early
Gecko mah, iya nggak
Very
apa-apa
early
sih
pick
nggak
onto
pakai
Monye.
Gecko.
Really hinders that sort of slow play
Anti,
towards a post
anti.
plant. Martin though, looking really crispy with the operator here. Something unfortunately overwhelmed a little bit here. But to finally manage to get
Pemrek
plant
setiap
down.
kalah round,
We'll see
Dinonya
an
akan
early
aku kurung.
Oh tidak.
timeout. See, Alex wasn't too happy.
Jadi banyak yang
One of the
follow
post
ya.
plants,
Terima
that
kasih.
loss over on A side to narrate.
Terima kasih.
Curious if this overall is the approach that the Paper X want to take with this sort of comp switch up.
Terima kasih.
Problem being
Terima
Divide
kasih.
just becomes
Davai orang Indo kah? Davai orang Malaysia.
Something sekarang pakai kacamata.
Udah amat.
Oh iya.
Udah amat itu.
Really going to cause too much pressure unless PaperX win out early on towards Mound, early on towards Rubble, get themselves towards a site.
Kata-kata gak sih unstable connection, soalnya si Kiki lagi live juga.
Potentially, but again, it's just a lot of these
Dia masih
questions
live,
I feel
si
like get
Kiki.
answered with one.
Iya dia hampir selesai kayaknya.
Work it out, but
Kata Tommy, kamu bentar lagi kena violation karena pukulin Dino.
Emang iya?
Enggak dong.
Kan fake.
There's something they thought, thought might work there.
Bang Alex gebrak meja kalau gue mukul Dino.
But
Kata
change it at this point
elah males ntar di
I mean,
briefing
it's a credit
Alex.
to PaperX to be able to do
Iya ya, pro player tuh pernah kayak gitu gak sih? Kalau misalnya kalah nih, kalau mau perlawanan. Elah males, ntar pas di briefing.
Works out now. As it looks a simplistic start, but a great paranoia actually
Final
should
langsung
facilitate
nonton
them
di
to the
Madrid.
site. I don't think much is going to stop them here apart from their own paint shot, but even then something fancies this go of it. Going to get in there with a stinger. And look at this tempo change. Look at this. No plant, but they've drawn out the lockdown so early. Now going to go for this. Divide's going to go through.
Yeah.
Itu Dino-nya kenapa dikerempek-kerempek sih?
And they're going to dive on in.
Kan lucu. Kalanya gede.
Martin.
Prince Martin.
Oh tidak.
Rocket, and now Martin can't do any more. He's feeling it. He wants more. He's chomping at the bit. He wants them dead. Random.
No.
More. Can one man do something? Has to watch.
Tidak.
The fuse comes in.
Tidak.
Ri, kamu pernah nggak merasa males nih?
Karena?
Kayak misalnya, males nih ntar di briefing gitu.
Konteksnya apa?
Misalnya kamu habis kalah round. Terus kayak kalahnya kalah bodoh gitu. Cuman kayak, ya kamu udah tahu kalahnya kalah bodoh.
Turnya apa scrim?
Turni.
Enggak lah.
Berarti Hyung baik.
Bisa begitu kesimpulannya.
Enggak lah, maksudnya ngapain dipikirin dulu?
Oh,
Game masih panjang.
Gitu.
Player juga manusia cenah katanya. Iya benar. Halo Nabil.
Thank you.
Cuma urusan belakangan.
He's been not quite to the extent that we saw online, or at least I say online in the kickoff tournament. He was very much not. I wouldn't say headline. You'd say you give that to Narrate, but he was right underneath him, very close by. You can see a little bit of that form starting to really kick in here for him. And a quick adjustment for PaperX, eyeing up that A site after an early test towards Mound. And away they go. Forsaken gonna be cut off at the door though. And a quick adjust.
Pernah marah-marah gak sama PC karena wifi? Pernah kalau dia lagi download game. Kalau nggak aku lagi download game tuh jadi paket loss kalau main Valorant kayak langsung
berantem.
Kayak berantem lu download ya gitu. Lu download ya.
Bocil banget.
Padahal nggak download kadang emang
Relate lagi dulu.
Ternyata Alex masih chilling ya. Iya.
Emang speed internetnya berapa? Kalau masih kerasa gitu berarti internetnya lambat dong.
Pokoknya setiap download pasti langsung jelek gitu.
Nih, nyebelin banget nanti pakai short. Udah
Buru banget kelihatan IP-nya dong. Buru banget. Tapi kalau nggak salah 200-an gitu deh, 200 Mbps cepet kan? 150-an.
100 mah cukup nggak sih buat stream?
Cukup kan buat streaming. Halo Bu.
In line here, jump on the first to draw the fire.
Dia cuma nunggu Coach Alex emosi sama.
Still gotta clear him. Does he get noted?
Udah dikelilingin bocil ya, nih ada dua bocil. Satu lagi marah-marah.
Mel follow the Lotus. Apakah itu
Apaan
Hyung?
siap si paling tua?
Ada namanya Mel follow. Itu Hyung bukan?
That's the showstopper. You almost want them to come into this choke point here. Out towards KC's spawn.
Kamu kalau stream di post di IG nggak?
Enggak, hari ini lupa, males ah.
Aku juga tadi kalau YouTube aku post kan sekarang enggak. Ya IDN aja aku post karena disuruh.
Iya. Tapi IDN rame tau Cici.
Iya weh. Aku juga nggak tahu itu APK-nya deh kayaknya.
Rates ultimate really the one to give the
Tuh, udah Alex marah-marah tuh.
I'm carrying on.
Tuh.
Yeah.
Tap player, jangan lupa tap player.
For meja.
Kalau aku nungguin pub di broadcast IG. Oh ya, aku udah lama nggak itu pub di broadcast IG. Makanya kalau IG aku play.
And now what do they do? They've lost out on that early chance.
Please Alex balikin meja, buset.
Something's position's gonna be noted already.
Kira dia lagi bercanda kali. Request banting meja.
Look kind to Paper X now, Mike.
Doesn't. KC.
Hai.
Definitely in control
Hai
of
El.
the tempo.
Ada NWJ.
This first half.
Terus jangan manggil Bugong, nanti semuanya manggil Bugong. Coba si Jojo manggil aku, Jojo aku siapa? Bugong, katanya gitu coba.
Kenapa Bugong?
Jelek banget namanya, Bugong.
Iya, kenapa Bugong?
Nggak tahu si Jason yang buat.
He's playing very late here. Exceedingly late, so putting a lot of faith in the boys on the side. They can hold back this flood.
Terus Alex lempar meja.
Right about now, 1-for-1 trade, but it's not enough.
Kenapa pada bau amat? Waduh, mantap. Baru gue mau bilang kenapa bau amat. Mending
Bagus buat Astra dan monyet pakai Astra. Monyet. Kalah.
Gimana caranya kalah?
Aduh. Time out kek, woi. Time out guys.
Jadi Bu suka monyet. Rapelen. Ih, Siro parah banget nih si Rapelen. Ih. Katanya jadi Bu suka monyet katanya.
Rabeler.
Kok gitu sih?
Iya, suka monyet. Ngefans.
Karmine Corp look like they've taken a leaf out of that book.
Ih, hoki banget nih KC.
Typically you credit for PaperX's ability to convert space into success. And this sort of play style not really the approach to make, but
ya merenung.
Really struggling. Second time out called, round 10.
Itu kan gue bilang time out.
Jawabannya sama berantem karena wifi. Iya, pasti kalau aku sama Pici ditanya pertanyaan sama, pasti jawabannya sama tahu. Kayak satu brain cell gitu, aneh tahu.
Kan kalian kembar.
Iya, tapi dia nggak tahu kan jawaban aku. Tapi pasti dia jawabannya tuh sama. Nggak tahu kenapa selalu kayak gitu.
Nah, time out saatnya Alex nge-rap. Kalau gue jadi coach kayak gue
jangan gebrak-gebrak Pi.
Kalau misalnya gue jadi
enggak,
coach,
kok udah jarang.
tim gue nggak main sesuai misalnya udah mapping.
Kamu jadi coach kayak hal yang sulit dipikirkan.
Kalau misalnya
bisa
aja. Kamu mah
Coba gimana misalnya time out nih, terus kamu mau ngomong apa?
What the fuck? What doing guys?
Coach apaan?
Nggak harus gini. Guys, you can do it gitu.
Nggak gitu dong.
So easy.
Ya, misalnya kayak karena playernya kan nggak main sesuai misalnya udah mapping, tapi mainnya ngaco. Itu gue marah sih.
Tugasnya mau join timnya Jesslyn jadi coach.
Kamu mah kenapa sih?
Tahu nggak suportif?
Iya makanya kan aku ini advertise.
Coachnya cewek, si Potter.
Aku kan Potter part 2.
Potter part 2.
Guys, let's go.
Toxic banget, misalnya tim kamu lagi down, terus kamu tetep kayak what the fuck gitu, parah banget.
Enggak lah, enggak gitu lah, aku bercanda weh.
Lagi.
What doing?
Go drink water.
Kata Arthur, I quit ya El. Ya kata gue mah gue bagian konsumsi aja dah, gue yang beliin kopi.
Bagian konsumsi kira ini acara sekolah seksi konsumsi.
Galakan Pici, nggak tahu ya tuh terus orang yang menilai.
Kalau coach bola volley
He's
aku
got time to
ikut.
get back in and get that operator. So
What the fuck doang mah nenek gue juga bisa.
Aduh relate banget. Mood banget aja.
Anjing lah Rifki, jangan gitu lu.
yeah, we haven't seen this sort of play coming out so far. I think the
Izin tidur dulu Pici. Hei, kamu salah sebut orang.
Bisa salah orang gitu.
Dia selalu bolak-balik nih nonton Pici, nonton aku kayaknya. Kopi. Ya ada babak dan ngomongin thank you.
Ya udah yang jadi coach gua aja lah, dia nggak bisa marah
Let's get a
soalnya.
little deeper, but we haven't really seen that.
That could have been one of the time.
Oh shit.
Okay. You are lucky to be alive.
Apaan itu? Si Martin.
What?
Still good for it. They're just
What?
taking straight up aim duels. They're standing here and fighting. Which team is which? It almost felt like it was Paperex doing that.
Iya benar juga.
Gotta be careful.
Konsumsi bagian bawain pisang ya. Gua supply pisang, supply Red Bull, nanti supply.
Oh my god.
Aduh.
No idea. Magnum just reads him like a book.
Waduh, tiba-tiba PRX defense 1 lawan 2.
There's
Aduh,
almost an
tapi
eternity that
gue tuh
passes
bingung
after
dah
these seekers identify where
ini
Magnum is.
agent selectionnya VRX di Lotus dari waktu itu loh. Kan mereka main 2 smoke dari waktu itu kan. Kayak gue masih bertanya-tanya kenapa.
Kan works buat mereka, nggak harus works buat orang lain.
I mean, cuman what was the reason gitu.
Dia kuat.
Pakai 2 apa?
Paranoia getting prepped. A little bit free fire, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah,
Pakai
bye-bye.
2
Goodbye.
smoker.
Gonna go for the dog here.
Just wanna know kayak thought prosesnya apa.
Coba tanya Alex coba DM Twitter.
Si akrab tuh gue.
Mang Alex.
If I saw that, but I thought the seeker went to the left. It's
No,
investing.
75 kah?
Obviously, Shin took a ton of damage inside tree, but I'm not sure if we're gonna get a chance to see that on the replay. But
Bu ada yang ngomong.
timing's just way
Kayaknya
off
tuh Dino.
I believe if the
Iya.
door broken, Magnum's broken the door. I don't know if that information's just lost in the exchange or what.
Kenapa
But a
dia
real gamble
kuat?
to take this TP
Emang itu
all the way
Dino ya,
towards
tapi
C
kok
side.
Dino kuning cuman aneh gitu tahu kepalanya kan tuh.
Kepalanya tuh kayak kalau Dino kan at least ada
Dino
ini nggak
kuning.
sih, ada kupingnya atau gimana?
Dino kuning yang di itu tahu yang jadiin stiker WA yang
Iya,
lucu.
aku tahu, cuman kayak mulutnya deh kayaknya yang bikin aneh.
Iya ini aneh.
Kayak nggak kayak Dino gitu.
Missed it.
Kayak
I
tidak
know Shin took a
tidak
ton of
layak.
damage inside tree. Maybe they're
Tidak
thinking,
menjadi
yeah,
Dino.
we've tagged up the A side player, so surely Magnum's gonna commit towards helping his teammate.
Yeah.
Gue baru tahu kalau Jing blasteran Singapura Indo. Iya, dia bagus loh. Kalau gue ngomong
Siapa
Indo dia
Jing ya?
ngerti. Iya.
Iya dia ngerti tahu, cuman dia nggak bisa ngomong.
Plot twist dia bisa ngomong.
Enggak, kadang tuh aku kan ngomong apa pakai bahasa Indo. Terus si Jing tuh bisa jawab. Abis itu aku kayak suka
Dia jawab pakai bahasa Inggris kan?
Iya, jawab pakai bahasa Inggris. Terus aku kayak aku ngerti.
Soalnya mbaknya Indo kalau nggak salah.
Oh iya.
Si Paperex Yati. Nama mbaknya Yati.
Paperex Yati.
Iya namanya Yati.
Iya, mamanya
Anti suka
orang Indo
ngomong.
kan?
Iya si Anti suka ngomong Paperex Yati.
Paperex Yati.
Definite. Yes,
Something
energy
udah paling
booster,
satisfying.
confidence booster
Jago.
for Karmine Corp.
Waktu itu tuh gue nanya apa ya ke dia. Katanya dia pernah nonton itu aduh apa sih? Apa ya? Kuda lumping apa? Gak bohong sumpah, dia pernah ngomong, dia orang ngomong. Dia bilang katanya sama mbaknya dulu.
Oh ya mbaknya ya. Memang sih mbak dari Indo enak-enak masakannya.
Real. Terus rambut aku dikuncir-kuncir sama mbak dari Indo. Kamu dulu ada nggak sih kayak mbak yang
Aku ada namanya Mbak Sus.
Nah,
Mbak Sus.
jadi kamu panggilnya mbak atau
Sus kan kebanyakan dari suster.
Enggak namanya anak, enggak dia namanya Sus siapa gitu.
Susi.
Mbak
Oh, sorry.
random banget tontonannya.
Gak apa-apa, gak denger.
Jangan pijama pasien kalau kantong mata iya nih.
Oh tuh nih, dia cerita katanya waktu dia di Indo pas kecil dia pernah nonton kuda lumping bener. Dia bilang katanya makan beling sama injek barang-barang panas katanya.
Iya, kayak debus-debus gitu.
Iya katanya I saw it live, so scary, kocak banget dah. Random banget gak sih tiba-tiba nonton kuda lumping kayak.
Mungkin biar tahu adat Indo kali ya.
8-4, Karmine
Jaman
Corp showing
apa
us a
bikin
little
gak
of
tidur nih, iya nih.
what really enamored us with them during that kickoff phase. Those retakes being very,
Kuda
very
lumping bahasa
solid.
Inggrisnya
Starting to
apa?
see some of that
Justru
individual
dia
play
nggak
going up,
nyebut,
not just
dia nggak tahu
from Ray,
namanya.
also Martin as
Lumping
well.
horse.
Dia bilang the horse one. Dia cuma bilang kayak gitu.
Flipping the script a
Aneh
little.
banget.
Paper X, it felt like a last minute change coming in with this comp. I'd be happy to be proven wrong if they say, hey,
Nobar
no, this is where we
VIP.
intend to be, but
Iya.
it didn't quite
Jing
land.
main wayang di Tegal.
Nobar VIP.
I think there's an
Kocak
opportunity
lu.
to really, I guess, demonstrate it in the second
Bisa
half
kali ya
here,
ajak
but
Alex nonton sambil main kuda lumping. Wah tahu.
it feels
Gimana,
like
weh?
in the mid-round these
Jing nari
drawn-out
piring.
rounds,
Alex
KC
mana
are happy
ngerti
to
nggak
keep
sih?
space, not using
Kalau
the
Jing kan
utility.
mah Indo
They're
jadi
always
kayak
going to win out.
masih tahu lah.
See,
I love Onti Ferrari.
Karmine Corp
Real.
Oh, itu kotak yang sebelah kanan apa? Itu iPad.
Jumping horses kuda lumping katanya jumping horses.
making their way past Rubble
Kayak
right
enggak
now.
deh. Kayaknya kuda lumping ya
Iya,
kuda
kuda
lumping.
lumping ya, kuda lumping.
Iya kan? Soalnya kayak nama kesenian gitu kan.
He's trying to stay
Iya.
maybe a little postured just to
Oh ini air purifier.
look a little more threatening than he is by a couple more seconds, but
Biar
that
nggak
flash
banyak
should be
debu.
noted.
It's an open path, so KC looking to potentially reset towards Mount, but actually no, they're pushing spawn.
Okay, the turret's been dealt with quickly. They should have an idea that everyone's here. They've seen 3 different pieces of utility and they're just going to flood CT. But already something's going to catch Shin. Can they try and disrupt these final players? It's going to be a playthrough back on short as well. Magnum going to be flashed off the angle. You can already see the smokes will be coming up here. The diffuse is going to be starting. It does get denied.
Nice,
Gonna be
nice,
dragged away.
nice.
Something, Paper
Oh
X.
my god,
Looking for
nice.
No way! Come off it! Come off it! You got 5 rounds. Relax a little.
Anjir
What
lah.
are they up to?
It's always the same Paper X underneath.
Ini yang nyerang siapa sih? Yang nyerang itu Peperek.
The crazy thing is, it
Oh,
always
main
almost
PUBG
looks like
pakai
that's the
apa?
plan, that's
Pakai
the
HP.
call. Somebody's
Kamu
saying
mainnya
juga
PUBG
sih, aku.
Mobile atau PUBG PC?
PUBG Mobile.
PUBG PC ya, main nggak PUBG PC?
Oh, PC pernah main sekali. Waktu itu.
Kamu main?
Susah. Lu download
Oh, that's how they
bener
kick off
sekali.
the second half.
Sampai cuma segame. Bosan banget.
Ngelut lama, perang 30 detik.
Perangnya susah banget tuh
Seperti potret saya bermain Apex Legend.
Apex
Real.
Legend, tapi lumayan seru sih.
Loot
Seru,
berjalan.
Tapi susah sih nembaknya. Aku diem tau gagal kebiasaan Valorant. Harusnya kan gerak kan.
Iya,
Apex.
bener banget.
Oke diketawain gitu.
Tapi kadang aku bawa lari juga nggak ada yang kena tembakan.
Iya.
Pernah main Apex ya, aku suka main Apex ya dulu.
Gabrun.
Ball's gonna come
Gua
through.
baru
Martin
biasa.
looking for something, but
Find
what's gonna
something.
happen? Yeah,
Bisa
find
gak sih
something on the other end of
Winter
it.
S?
The right post
Hey.
not close to it just yet. Could do some
Itu masih
damage.
PC kali.
And again, good damage. Oh dear. Falls to divide. These rounds are getting weird. Shin left in a 1v2. Can he make something
jangan
out of
ikut
it? He might just be able to.
Something?
Something with a judge and Shin with a dream. He knows it.
Oh.
He knows he's close by. What the hell can Shin do?
Nah, dia lagi
nice
watch party
try.
tahu di YouTube-nya.
Something. Making sure he's dead, by the way.
Iya nih,
It's just
tadi
cleared
Aaron
8 different
nge-whiff
angles in
nggak
half
sih
a
itu?
second here. It's such an awkward
Nggak
spot
apa-apa
here.
aja skill issue. Makasih ya Rifki udah mengingatkan.
But yeah, was mindfully
Rifki.
looking to smoke something because he's out.
Ini map
Jangan
kedua,
jujur-jujur,
UFO.
Bi.
Yeah, just drifting.
Bi, kamu jahat
It's
banget
just
sih.
come out of
Oh, this is
Mending kita download Apex.
Aku udah ada.
It looked like he was
Udah
reloading.
ada.
But that was him just pulling
Itu
back
siapa
out.
suaranya mirip Pici? Ya kembarannya cuy.
Yeah, that was
Ini
really
Bu.
I don't know what happened. That whole round was
Ini
just,
Bu.
you know, all out there. 8-6.
Kamu sering dibilang mirip
Oh my
Winter
God,
S
looking
pak
to
nggak Bu?
continue pressuring towards
Iya.
Iya.
Tuh.
Mount here.
Kamu
It's
merasa
a
nggak?
switch up, something on the other
Enggak.
side of this.
Well,
Si
I don't
PC
feel like
mirip
someone's
Teon.
gonna do
Kalau nggak salah
Iya,
itu.
iya.
work it.
Bener.
He's hanging around.
Yeah, okay, just.
Kalau rambut kamu se-winter kayaknya mirip
What the hell
banget.
is going on?
Wah, aku
A
lihat.
late
Tapi
spot
Winter
towards
kayak
Ray, but they
Wolfpack
might
gitu
just
kan?
disrespect it.
Iya.
They know they can. Something down a little low, but he's still trying to be ferocious about this. Shin trying to play ahead of him, but it's
Bruno.
Magnum to find him. Oh, Monye
Kalau
with a
kamu
belting
gaya
shot to
makeupnya
Martin.
kayak dia mungkin ini.
Still gonna find value even just with that sheriff.
Apa kayak
Where the hell's the rest of the
kamu tau
squad
gak sih
though?
Korean makeup yang kayak igari
Korean
makeup
makeup ya?
gitu?
Yang kayak pink-pink gitu ya?
In the danger zone.
Tapi dia lucu sih rambutnya kayak berantakan gitu ya.
Cuman kalau Wolfcat tuh kalau nggak di styling ya Allah, bener-bener ya Allah banget weh.
Shin with the spam to catch him. And now the odds are looking less and less likely for Paper Expert to close that gap.
Lagi live Kak, iya Bu lagi live
Shin
di
just controlling on the side though, really keeping a firm grip. Magnum denies the door. And the options for Mind Freak have
Mana
pretty
kita lihat
much
gaya makeupnya.
dissipated for those last couple of
Pinter.
minutes.
Itu yang belasnya di bawah mata gitu loh.
Tapi dia rambut panjang juga sering kan, cuman dia ikoniknya itu ya rambutnya.
Rambutnya segitu yang Wolfcat
pendek
ya.
ya. Kayaknya lu satu bapak sama Winter. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Peachy itu pacarnya Forsaken. Bobby.
Iya, Peachy pacar Forsaken.
Bi.
Snap kedua.
Balas ini deh. Balas WA deh. Kawannya Michi.
Something expecting to have the blade storm, but he's here buying down to 550 and
Tapi si Winter di itu tahu di poni, aku kan kayak nggak cocok deh di poni.
Kamu pernah coba nggak?
Pernah.
Terus kamu merasa nggak
di
cocok?
poni, cuman aku ngerasanya aku kayak males gitu karena sering berminyak. Oh kayak jadi kesel sendiri gitu loh,
Ini ya,
kayak
lepek ya?
mengganggu gitu. Iya.
Which is probably the right call.
Mana ya aku di
Now, if
poni?
you're Karmine Corp, you're still going to do somewhat of a diligent clear. You can't be too
Tuh kan dia udah ponian, rambutnya Wolfcat gila, nggak bisa hidup tanpa catokan itu.
Iya, rusak deh
Play
rambutnya.
towards topside CT. There is a lot more there now. Narrate though going to take away something.
Morin Morin
Paper
dipanggil
X
Bobby.
yang pertama.
He's just
Iya
holding
Bobby.
the line. He's willing for a fight. This guy's almost welcoming
Tapi
the
cocok karena
fight.
jidat lu tinggi, jadi poninya ngurangin tinggi jidat.
Kayaknya kamu cocok popis deh, tau popis gak? Poni tipis.
Tapi siapa? Oh, iya itu kan yang cepet berminyak.
Enggak, maksud aku tuh poni yang kayak cuman sehelai dua helai
Oh,
gitu,
sehelai dua
yang
helai
bisa
ya.
dipinggirin. Jadi kalau lepek pun nggak kelihatan soalnya dikit poninya.
Oh,
we know there's no timeouts.
coba.
There's no opportunity to take a breather.
Poni.
Kalau enggak kamu beli poni palsu aja di Shopee.
Tuh, dulu aku di poni gitu. Oh iya ada ya, tapi di Shopee jelek weh, kayak
Dial up the pressure here.
Well, I feel like
Ya, malding.
Wira.
Lihat Alex marah-marah.
Kata Alex ya udahlah.
Ya udah, selalu lah.
Thank you.
Fight and flight mode, just flying
Poni
at you
kuda tuh gimana tuh?
missing a
Thank
little
you,
bit in that
Siwan.
regard, whereas KC starting to hit towards where they'd want.
Iya,
Late swing
lucu.
comes
Udah,
in
ini
there,
poninya
up and
Juan.
down. Already Paper X not gonna take
Juan.
the foot off the gas.
Juan.
Juan kan tidak berponi.
Lucu mah waktu poni, iya kamu poni. Pas poni
Keren,
kayak bocah
Dida.
SMP.
Coba tanya Morin, dia tahu Wan
Apa?
gak?
Kamu tahu
Tahu apa?
Juan? Tahu nggak?
Enggak.
Itu loh meme kuda yang berdiri di loteng di balkon. Nggak tahu.
Kasian banget.
Terbang dah nih meja katanya. Yang sabar.
Backfilling that space though, you're gonna see something try and maybe thread the needle, but look at the spike. Look where it's heading. Great read here.
Disangka bocah, mending disangka bocah SMP apa disangka tante-tante janda?
Ya ampun.
Mending bocah SMP lah.
Iya, tante janda.
Ih, serem banget.
Siapa yang anjing gila sih?
Twittermu aktif gak sih? Aktif buat like-like dong.
Morin di Twitter mah AFK aja.
Iya.
Tidak pernah berpartisipasi.
Iya.
Gila ini. Si something cuek amat kagak nengok kanan kiri anjir.
You can see that late look does get handled, but they've had no success elsewhere. I'm just
Positif saja mungkin dia sudah lelah.
Hold on, I'm eyeing up Monye. What is this man up to?
Alex bisa main Valo nggak sih? Wah mana gue tahu ya.
Alex sukanya main PUBG katanya.
Oh iya. Kamu pernah main Valo sama Alex nggak?
Enggak. Oh itu pernah liat di dia di Korea main PUBG gitu, PUBG PC. Dia seringnya nonton orang main apa sih namanya?
Apa nonton
Apa namanya
stream
Dok?
gitu?
Kalau nonton orang apa replyan
Vote.
Iya, vote.
Alex dulu
Iya,
pro
iya.
player CS emang iya.
Emang iya.
Iya, kok pada nggak tahu sih.
A little touch and go. I mean, if anything else happens here,
Ini
there's
map
Martin
3
to fall
nggak sih?
first. Then actually that divide
Kayaknya
pays
sih.
off.
Right. Go back in, this time with the buy though. Just coming out for Paper X, but still, it's sticking the landing that's been the hard part. TP gets taken and committed to, so you're gonna have Shin towards CT. He can confirm site's clear. Just gotta be careful over towards that waterfall side.
Tapi banyak sih yang kayak gitu.
Seeker's gonna come through as the answer
Iya,
as well.
Alex,
So
coach
Plant
Alex.
gonna be going down uncontested.
Pelatih salah satu konten YouTube Pepres katanya Alex dulu CSGO sama Losaga. Oh iya, Losaga tuh apa?
Boy, one Losaga sih Alex.
Apa? Aduh, game apa sih tuh? Genrenya apa sih?
Alex pembalap juga. Skornya 1-0, ini 52.
Morin dapet pacar belum? Jawab Morin.
Nih.
Gemes amai.
Tak parah tak. Tak
Iya,
parah tak.
aja.
Lu ditinggalin tak. Katanya Morin mau cari yang baru katanya. Dia bilang nggak apa-apa. Dadah Morin.
Parah.
Ya udah.
Parah.
Atuh.
Siapa yang di sini bocil Losaga?
Bocil Wild West, angkat-angkat bocil Wild West.
Gila, itu kayak game lama ya?
Halo Ijel, iya itu game lama.
Bocil Wild West, angkat-angkat adik-adik.
Zaman aku SMP.
But a much more convincing map victory it will feel like as
Iya
well.
SMP.
I mean, Ang's saying, you know, you don't know.
Jel lagi apa, Jel?
You don't know what to do versus a team like this. We've never been tested like this. To still come out of map 1 with a 13-10 and then play like this on Lotus. You've got to be feeling fantastic.
Puts faith back in the system, doesn't it?
Aku bocil zombie mode Crossfire. Oh main Crossfire nggak, Bi?
Dia kamu bocil ini, bocil ngebug di ujung ya. Aku nggak kamu siapa namanya itu.
Bocil.
Dia pasti bocil ngendok di ujung.
Jason low banget.
Main freak bau banget.
Oh my god, there's a lot of players. That did so much damage.
Losaga apa kak? Nggak tahu, aku kelahiran 2015.
Anjir. Bisa nonton YouTube nih pas masih bayi.
Duh, gue bocil Ioden lagi sama weh. Dulu akun gue, cara gue dihack sama couple gue. Gue sedih.
Try and recover a weapon here. Fully reset for the 1v3 elsewhere.
Siapa yang bocil Crossfire? Kamu dulu main Crossfire yang mode zombie nggak, Bi?
Main semua aku.
Definitely a chance.
Ih, bocil warnet.
Emang kenapa nggak terima?
Thank you for the gift, Vincent. Pemandanganmu.
Bocil CS ekstrim.
Bocil CS ekstrim V7 angkat tangan.
Dulu
God, where did that just go?
I don't know, but Monier's got played in here.
Woo, nice.
And now there's problem.
Ya, tidak.
Map 3.
Because there was a window of chance, Mike. But
Saya si bocil headshot. Saya bocil ini.
in the server, we might actually have a
Apa sih
game on our
namanya?
hands. I want this to go to the distance. I want it to be a damn good map 3.
I think we definitely
Aku
do.
mainnya CS 1.6 dulu, gue main CS 1.6
really step up, stretch
satu
their legs
PC berdua
on
sama
this
temen
map too.
gue.
Like I said, if you're KC, you've got to be feeling good about that.
Yeah, let's find out how this goes. Map 3.
Wah, curi fitting buat IC tuh. Wow.
Bonekanya beli di
Sama aja
Istana
nih
Boneka.
berdua.
Mada Ramadian, hai, thank you udah mampir. Ih, makasih ya, Mada.
Map 3 dan kemana-mana tetap di sini.
Cek Mas Mada, paket. Makasih, halo, welcome, Adi. Kok pada kompak banget ngomongnya paket. Paket dari mana nih? Pindahan Mas Mada, makasih.
Terbaik dengarkan lagu.
Paket Gojek semua. IDG kalah 2-0 sama Laut. Iya weh. Kemana saja kau? Heh. Shiro nggak usah ketawa.
Ulangin lagi.
Enggak. Kok kakak lu main cupu? Enggak cupu, dia lagi capek. Enggak boleh gitu.
Apanya kalau
Aku dulu sering ikut turni Crossfire. Wadaw. Itu Kangkang lagi ngantuk sumpah. Itu pasti dia lagi kenapa-napa guys. Tolong jangan dijudge. Halo Altair. Pindahan Mas Mada.
iya
Terima kasih
kamu
Mas
sih,
Mada.
harusnya lebih banyak examen. Pici kenapa nggak mau si Pici kayaknya masih belum tahu cara live TikTok deh.
Sah ya adik-adik, Kangkang overrated. Rifki, ini akunnya Shiro ya pasti ya. Kangkang belum tahu Wuk. Wah, dasar.
Buka akun COC dulu.
Bu, Amadei sekarang mainnya COC. Kemarin si Dey nggak balas chat aku kan, terus aku chat lagi, terus kata dia lagi main COC, parah. Halo Raditya Belva. Anjir, pindahan dari kembaran ZJKT. Siapa Mas Mada kembaran ZJKT? Namanya kocak banget lagi, balok buntal. Ini kenapa webcam gua minggir banget?
Bangun desa COC iya.
Bocil Hawk Rider. Bocil Hawk Rider.
Aku sukanya yang healer tahu, yang kayak di belakang kayak hal gitu.
aduh mirip banget lagi.
Ya kan, gitu kan. Namanya apa gitu? Aku lihat namanya itu.
Gua mainnya Clash Royale lagi.
Namanya healer.
Tahu kan aku mainnya Clash Royale. Aku bocil mini PK. Bocil Atlantika online. Ini lagi bocil Subway server. Dulu gue cukup banget tuh main Subway server. Bocil JJJKT48. Kamu dulu main Subway server? Main Temple Run nggak?
Main. Kayak kalau sejuta tuh kayak happy. Hai Wijaya.
Clash Royale nggak relate buat gue yang lelet. Kamu main Clash Royale nggak?
Main. Habis tapi udah nggak lagi sekarang. Nggak tahu aku nggak main.
Aku bocil Pet Society juga kak.
Iya. Pet Society.
Real Pet Society. Iya. Halo Muhammad Faras. Gue main ini perjuangan semut. Woi, ada nggak yang main perjuangan semut?
Apaan tuh perjuangan semut?
Itu game Facebook, Bu.
Wah, ada lagi tuh bukan Pet Society tapi kayak mirip-mirip gitu.
Apa ya
orang
namanya ya?
yang ada kamarnya gitu loh.
Aku lupa
namanya. Aku ingat bisa ke world yang kayak Egypt gitu, kayak teka-tekinya kayak keluar dari situ gimana?
Apa ya? Emang iya?
Bukan, kayak The Sims gitu, kayak Pet Society. Namanya
Bocil Dragon City, aku juga main dulu. Dragon City.
Bocil Ninja Saga mana bocil Ninja Saga?
Ada tuh tadi. Bocil FHX apa ya Aditya? Kelihatan banget kita seumuran, gamenya sama semua. Dulu tuh Dragon City itu bukan sih Dragon City tuh yang apa yang piara naga terus bisa natasin telur-telurnya gitu.
Iya
kan. Kamu main nggak Bu?
Enggak. Aku mainnya game App Store yang Pet Shop.
Kamu tahu nggak sih yang apa pertanian gitu? Aduh,
Heyday.
Ya yang kayak Heyday gitu tapi apa gitu namanya aku lupa. main Heyday nggak?
No Sentinel,
Main,
no Viper
sekarang
on
masih
Lotus,
main.
and they're playing one of the best
Ya
Lotus teams
ampun.
in the
Baru
world.
mulai main.
And it kind of brings you back down to earth a
Tuh
little
bocil
bit, right?
Ninja
Because
Saga
like
tuh
all
si
of
Iyo
it, you
tuh.
get shot, you die. Sometimes
Iyo,
you get
Iyo
knocked
pasti
off,
bocil
you
fiddler
fall
kan lu ngaku gak lu pakai fiddler kan lu.
I would love to ask them
Jangan
what
bohong
made
lu.
them
Ninja Saga
make
level
this
80 ternyata
last
langsung
change,
dihapus
right?
dari
The-
FB.
the go in and
Kasian
swapping things
amat.
around a little bit on this map, and actually taking
Mixu
it
atau
this
Mixue,
direction out of
lu
all the
stop ya.
directions that it could have gone.
Yeah.
Why this one?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh iya,
it seemed like the direction that they were
Farmville.
going in were straight into the
Dulu
to the gun, to the bullets of Narrate.
itu mirip Heyday banget sumpah.
And directly to his Sam, but let's talk about Narrate. Young man is
Oh,
going up on that
iya,
stage
iya,
right
mirip
now and
banget.
really
Dulu
lighting
mak
it
gua
up.
hobi
He's
banget tuh
currently
main
top ranking in the
Farmville.
server across both games right at this
Iya,
current
aku
time.
main
What
deh
is
Farmville.
expected
Iya
of this
sama
guy?
mamaku juga.
So good. Remember that
Mamaku juga main The
showing
Sims.
up to EMEA winning
Kayak aku duduk di pangkonnya kayak nontonin
Ih
gitu.
sama banget lagi. Apakah
Iya
kita
kan?
seumuran?
Mama aku tuh gamers juga tahu, terus dia langsung main kayak game
Iya
yang dari
banget.
kaset gitu yang download
Dia main apa
Apa
Mini Planet dulu itu kayak The Sims gitu, cuman online anjir kayak dandanin orang.
Oh iya.
Just loosen at every single round. There were some rounds that Paper Rex were winning, and Alex was just not happy with it. He was like, "No, this was not the way. This was not what I thought." But definitely something that we need to keep in mind is that okay, that happened. It is over. It is surprising that it has been this one-sided, and I would say both maps have been this one-sided, and still the scores do not resemble it as good. But then
siapa nih?
I
Apa?
feel that we
Yang
also
pakai kacamata.
have bigger
Nggak tahu deh.
questions for both of these teams, right? Because Casey only played it once during the kickoff, and it was a very
Mak kalian
Tommy
gaul
very
banget.
much
Mak
in
gua
the
main
Paper
HP harus
Rex
diajarin.
style. That doesn't really suit them.
Tahu
Karena
dulu.
mama aku jurusan
Question is,
itu
moving into this
apa?
third
Gaul
map,
banget orang kecil main namanya bounce anjir. Tahu bounce nggak?
Ini tahu
Lebih seru itu lagi.
Dua KC.
Mama kamu jurusan IT.
Iya.
Keren banget.
Jadi kayak nggak gitu gaptek jadinya.
Map 3 Ascent Shiro Sofa katanya.
Nggak dulu.
Nggak dulu.
Saya terima nonton.
Kamu kalau ditawarin jadi masuk Paper Rex
Kasih
tapi
bang
jadi
Jason,
six man mau nggak?
hey.
KO so
Salah
much
orang.
utility. Even Tomasi, right? Everything to
Nanti
help
kamu ngomong gitu ke
Martin
Vici.
Mau
in
aja
this
ada
situation.
beruk kan
Now,
soalnya.
we know what he
Tapi
can
kan
do in
six
all of
man.
this initiatives,
Tapi
but
ada beruk.
for me,
Iya,
this
cuman
map for
kamu
them is
AFK.
super clear. As I'm saying, no
Nggak
sentinel
sengaja
for
bikin
either
sakit
of
satu
these
orang biar main.
What the hell?
Wow, sorry.
Woi. Ini ada saksi ya, 300 orang jadi saksi ya.
Nggak ada.
Bocil Zuma, kalau Zuma mah gue juga main.
Nah,
Kamu main
Zuma
Zuma
main.
kan? Kalian main
Nggak
Zuma
ada yang
kan?
nggak main Zuma. Siapa yang
Feeding
nggak main?
Frenzy main nggak Dinner Dash gitu-gitu?
Ih, Dinner Dash.
Pasti tuh Plant versus Zombie.
Iya lagi.
Iya.
Apa namanya? Sanquarium. Insanikarium.
Iya.
Feeding Frenzy seru
Feels
sih.
ridiculous that we could be losing one of these two. Such high hopes for Karmine Corp coming into this, and Paper Rex almost just a
Shiro
legacy
S-nya
team.
santet bro, gampang bikin sakit orang. Emang ya Shiro.
Jangan keras-keras.
Waduh. Kalau kalian mencari bukti ada di stream ini ya guys. Kenapa Mars?
Vici adek Vici, iya kembaran aku, adek aku.
Bocil hamster ball.
Hamster ball.
Buy one hamster ball sini babe.
Hamster ball apa ya?
Kita bikin turnamen hamster ball aja kali.
Game PC, aduh jadul banget itu.
Game lu pakai ball yang merah.
Kayak ya
kayak kamu jadi hamster gitu loh Bu.
Fokus.
Oh iya sorry iya.
Fokus.
Mars kebangun, kenapa coy? Sini nobar aja Mars. Sapa aku dan aku akan tidur. Oke Mac di Brata, selamat tidur, good night. Tadi tuh sebenarnya aku mimpi aneh tau Bi, makanya aku bangun-bangun. Tapi udah nggak inget mimpinya apa, tapi mimpinya aneh banget.
tapi kalau
Oh,
mimpi
Bronok, aduh, very close.
Oh shit. Oh iya, lupa. Ini kameranya masih di muka gua semua, nggak ada gameplaynya. Maaf ya guys.
Nih streamer remet ya, bisa di ini.
Jangan gitu dong haters.
Bisa dihujat.
Kok kamu gitu sih?
Ini aku di DM siapa sih di Twitch? Valorant claim Valorant skin.
Oh Hah?
Like you said, in that chaos, able to get a trade back.
Kira gue goblok.
Ya layarnya ya Allah. Ya sorry guys, sorry. Gue grogi tadi ada yang nge-raid.
Might be a little bit of an exchange here towards A main. It's all retrieved here.
Kembalikan Jing kami. Orang gak apa-apa lah guys. Si monyet juga jago tau.
Composition changes are.
It must be brutal as a player to be kind of, you know, almost getting whiplash from this sort of back and forth role-wise, but again, Monye map 1 was exceptional. Really highlight credit to his capability, but
maaf ya.
map 2, I mean, wasn't exactly the headline star, but they've actually got themselves a site here.
Look where Monye's got himself into as well. Tucked into market.
Welcome, Raditya.
Good timing on the reveal here. Gonna have his hands full. Gotta be careful.
Yeah. Did he hear anything as he considered it? I think he's very aware. No naughtiness here.
At least get plan.
Waktunya ngejudge Jesslyn karena perintah Shiro tuh kan, gara-gara kamu.
Siapa tuh? Aku nggak mau nyuruh siapa-siapa.
Kamu memprovokasi orang.
Siapa yang bilang?
Nah, Rangga.
Rangga?
Just outgunned, overwhelmed, 5 alive, and a defuse on the board.
Oh no, oh no.
Iya weh, monyet jago, jangan salah-salahin monyet terus guys.
Monye really gets himself into a very dangerous position here, but weaponry and well played. Tomazi to back up, concede once again, which has been the approach.
Ngejudge maksudnya ditembak pakai judge. Oh.
Allow this Paper X play style to really fizzle out. Looking clinical on the retake.
Nonton apa
Throw some weapons in the mix now. Rifles for Paper X.
Yeah.
See what they can get done.
Kacau gini, iya weh. Salahin Jesslyn aja dukung Paper X. Woi, udahlah gue off stream lah. Gue off stream lah, gue sedih.
Confirmation on the other side now.
End stream deh gue guys. Nih, gue ninja demi kemenangan Paper X ya.
As he unchecked though.
Surely, right?
Guys, kalau Paper X menang sama-sama ya. Bye guys.
Glance there from Martin. Not going to see anything, so
Gila
kind
kuning lucu
of
iya.
freeze him up in position, right? Store comes into a short shit, you're going to hear enough that